welcome back to the Heroverse, and guys, we are back in again with another chill stream, and we have some figures to unbox today. I am very, very excited to be back with another chill stream this week. I want to know how everybody's week is going, so everybody let me know. We're going to wait a minute. I'm going to actually refresh the chat, of course, so that way when you guys start saying stuff, it'll pop in. So actually, let me do that real quick. Hey, how's everyone doing? All right. I wanted to do that real quick, and I also wanted to see if I need to shrink down the text. Oh no, that's perfect. Sick. Awesome. That's actually perfect. As long as people aren't like writing the Holy Grail, I think it should be fine. We'll actually put it down here too, so that way it's not, blow it up just a bit. There we go. That's perfect. Ultra Nerd, what's up? Miguel, you said I took a nap. That's what's up. Taking a nap. Yeah, guys, we got some figs to unbox. I have a lot. I actually found a couple of great things. I found 3 great things yesterday, and I found 2 other figures that I've been meaning to get to complete my Infinity War Marvel Legends collection, because I have the Infinity War setup of a whole bunch of characters, and I still need to collect Thanos' children, because as you guys saw in the last chill stream, I think it was the last chill stream, I unboxed the Thanos, was it Iron Man and Doctor Strange 3-pack from the Marvel 10-year anniversary 3-pack for Infinity War. So I finally have a Thanos now. I finally have an Iron Man for Infinity War, and I finally have the Doctor Strange from Infinity War as well. So I need Thanos' children still, which I'm actually planning on getting possibly 2 of them. Proxima Midnight, I know where she is. She's by one of my local theaters I'm going to be going to see the movie Sinners in the next 2 weeks, because it's not this upcoming week. I don't think it's I think Sinners might be the week after. I'm not quite too sure. I know it's the 17th, so it might be the following week or the following week after that. But I'm going to be getting Proxima Midnight, and I know that they also have Call Obsidian, so I'm going to be getting him as well, possibly, depending on how he looks, because those are both out of the box. They're loose figures, so I'm going to see what they look like, and if I like the price, if I like the way they look, I'll pick them up. And then all I'll need to get is Ebony Maw and, of course, Corvus Glaive. So those are the ones I'm gonna need, which I know where to get both of those. Ebony Maw is dirt cheap on Amazon, and Corvus Glaive, which, of course, is Proxima Midnight's kind of like husband, I guess you could say. I think Call Obsidian's the big dude. I always mix Corvus Glaive and Call Obsidian. I always mix them up. But yeah, so I know where to get. Ebony Maw is cheap, and then Corvus Glaive is in a 2-pack with Loki, and that's $70 on Amazon. So I have to get that at some point. I might wait until later in the month of April to pick that up. It all depends. I actually pre-ordered the Jamie Foxx, Electro figure from No Way Home. I pre-ordered that, so that should be coming in this week. And I might do that this week's chill stream, or I might not. I have yet to decide, because I definitely want to drop some content over exclusively on Patreon, because that's kind of like my number one priority, is to get Patreon stuff up. Especially, there's a lot of Patreon reactions coming up this month. So yeah. Also, yo, Roby, I love your profile picture. Love it. I think that's what Daredevil and Muse's lair. That's fire. That's sick. But yeah, guys, I'm just very, very happy that I got some figures coming up. The No Way Home Electro should be here by this Thursday or Friday. My bro came in clutch. Shout out to Troy. I don't know if Troy's in here or not, but bro came in clutch. He has Hasbro. He has Pulse Premium, and I didn't have to pay for shipping. So it was free shipping, and it was just like $34. So I'm very, very happy about that. Yo, Troy's in here. What's up, Troy? What's good, bro? You said, what's up, bro? What's up? How was your day, man? But yeah, so he came in clutch. He got me I gave him the money. He got me the No Way Home Electro, so that should be coming in this week, hopefully. Um, Also, we found some news out for the Adam Warlock wave with the mini comic, and also was it the Ultimate Spider-Man? I think it's the Ultimate Spider-Man from the Ultimate Universe, or the Miles Morales figure. I think that's Ultimate Miles Morales or something, or I could be wrong on that, but yeah. So we actually, me and my bro talked to one of the Walmart workers, and they actually said that it's estimated to them to get their shipment in on Monday. So I'm hopefully gonna have Adam Warlock by Monday. Maybe the Miles Morales figure. It all depends on if I actually like the way it looks. Whether my sister goes or Troy lets me know if his Walmart gets it. But yeah, I have there's a likely chance I could have Adam Warlock to unbox this week. But my pre-order is still set for, I want to say it's April 17th is the pre-order for Amazon. Like the ship date said the 17th, but I think it's going to be here on the 18th if I'm correct. So I don't know. We'll see how that plays out, but I'm going to have that to unbox this upcoming week on the next chill stream. But also on top of that, we have a vlog coming out. So I'm very, very excited for that. We have a vlog coming out this Saturday because I'm going to Steel City Con with my bro Jamie and my sister Annie, and we're gonna go toy hunting. So whatever I find, if they don't have the Adam Warlock this week, if Walmart doesn't get them in this week, or if I don't find it leading up into the week leading into this upcoming Sunday, or not this Sunday but the following Sunday, um, I will then try to look for them out at my convention from the vendors. I'll try to see if they have the Adam Warlock, if they have the Miles Morales, if they have anything. Like I'm going to be doing a vlog, so you guys will see what I'm looking for, and I'll tell you guys what I'm looking for in that vlog. I haven't done a vlog like this since the last convention I went to, so that's going to be coming out. Which I think the last vlog I did, the toy hunting vlog at my convention, was, I want to say, a year or 2 years ago. I'm not quite too sure. I want to say it was like a year ago, but you guys are going to get another toy hunt vlog at my comic book convention here I have in my city. So that's going to be fun. That will be dropping on Saturday. But I'm just going to read the chat real quick. Oh, Troy, you said it was good, just chilling. Okay, that's good. That's good. Was it, the Ultra Nerd said, what's up, Miguel? Yeah. What's up, everybody? What's good? What's up, Ultra? Yeah. Not much. Okay, cool. I love your profile pic. Yeah, your profile pic is badass. Thanks. Ultra, you said, Zach, do you have Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Legends shelf? If so, you gotta add Adam Warlock to it. It's funny enough, I actually have the Adam Warlock to. What? I already have one. Thank you, Beth. I already have the Adam Warlock from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the Will Poulter Adam Warlock figure. I have that, and it's actually in my Midnight Suns on my MCU shelf. Now, this one I am planning on probably, maybe, it depends, maybe starting a Guardian shelf. As of right now, I think I'm going to put Adam Warlock with my Cosmic sort of characters, like my Fantastic Four, my Silver Surfer, my Galactus. So on that part, I think I'm going to put it over there. So that's why I'm kind of holding off, because I know I'm getting a lot of figures I got a lot of figures this week, and I knew I was going to get a lot of figures this upcoming week. And there's also another thing I'm doing at my local comic book shop. They do this I think they said they do this every few years or every other year. They have a big sale, and this is a 3-floor comic book shop type deal, collectible shop. So they have comics and they have collectibles down in the basement on the middle floor, which is the walk-in to the comic book shop. They have other collectible items. They have comic books up there. So they have like a mixture of things like DVDs, drinks, and a whole bunch of different things. You can get snacks there and stuff. And then the top floor is like movies, vinyls, everything. They're having a huge sale. They actually have the Star-Lord from Guardians 2, which is the same Star-Lord, the same look that he has, the same outfit that he wears in Infinity War. I need to get that figure to complete the Titan sequence, like to complete the characters that were on Titan. So I need that Star-Lord. And they also have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Drax. Those are the two figures I know I'm getting. They're going to be really cheap. Because I think they're like $30 now, which is pretty good because they're really expensive online. I think they're about 40 or 50, those figures. And they're going to go down even more. So they'll be like, I think they'll be like 20 something. I think it's like 30 or 40% off of everything in the store or something like that. So it's going to be very, very good for me. And I also know that they have a comic Black Widow, and I need a comic Black Widow for my Avengers comic shelf. So there's a couple of figures I'm going to be getting there, and those will also be like something I'm going to debut on Chill Stream. So there's a lot of figures coming up this week. Some new, some old. Some new in this, what I'm about to show you guys, some old. So I'm very, very excited to show them off, which I'm going to be showing them off now in a minute. I'm just going to like kind of like, before I give you guys the run through of all the figures I got, I'm going to read the chat real quick. Okay. How much? You said not, okay, read that. Okay, you're welcome, Roby, yeah, W. What's your fave Marvel video game? Me? My favorite Marvel video game is probably Spider-Man PS4 or Miles Morales. It's kind of hard. I love them both. Even Marvel Spider-Man 2 I really enjoyed. Now, sometimes I kind of go back and forth. Do I prefer the first game over this? I don't know if I prefer the first game over like the third game. Because I call it the third game because we did have a Miles Morales game, so technically it is a Spider-Man 3. But technically it's not. It's its own thing. But yeah, I don't know. Probably the Insomniac games. Those are my favorite games, Marvel games, to be honest. Zach, do you have read that? Okay, you said what's your favorite Marvel game? Hey, what's up, QT? Nice to see you in here. Spider-Man 2. What's good? Yeah, it's good. W. Roby, you said, oh, it's the Ultra Nerd. Okay. Ultra Nerd, you said I heard that we said Red was Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is very good. I heard that too. I'm not a fan of the Red Dead games though. I don't really care for them. Many people say that Marvel Rivals or Marvel Capcom. Yeah, I don't like games like that. Me personally, I was never into kind of like the Mortal Kombat type thing. With, you know what I mean? Street Fighter. I don't like games like that very much. I like story-driven games, especially with that debut Marvel characters that I like. So Spider-Man. And I really want Insomniac to make a Daredevil game, they're making a Wolverine game. I want more games like that. I think that's where, I think a lot of people want that, not just me. And like in games like, was it 19... I forget what the new game is with Cap and Black Panther. I think it's like 1992 or 1993. I don't know what the hell it's called, but yeah, I'm excited for that. It might be 1960. I don't know. I want to say 1963. What's the name of that game? I actually am curious. Let me look that up. Cap Black Panther game. Oh, 1943. I said 1963. Yeah, Captain America 1943. Like games like that, like story-driven games. I'm a sucker for games like that. I love games like that. Okay, so you said Spider-Man. You said PS4, but you have a PS5. Yes, I have a PS5. But you could play Spider-Man PS4 on the PS5. The arcade games, yeah, story Marvel games are peak. They are. Like that's what I want. I like story. I love movies. I love stories. So I want that to be transitioned into games. Like translated to games. Like I want it. Like I don't like non-story driven games very much. Except stuff like if I want to turn my brain off and I just want to kind of just do whatever, I'll play like Call of Duty or I'll play Fortnite. But even then, I haven't even played those in a minute. I haven't done it. You said we are getting a Wolverine game in 1945. No, yeah, it's 1943. Captain America Black Panther game. Yes, we are. I'm excited. You said I like the old school games like Mario and Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, hopefully. Pray to God for the Blade game. Yeah. You said the classic stuff like Sonic. I love Sonic Adventures. Yeah. It's such a peak Sonic game. And Spider-Man. Yeah. Spider-Man N64. Okay. Yeah, like I even played the old Spider-Man games, like the Tobey Maguire games. I remember vaguely me playing the first game. I don't know about the other games per se, but I know I played some of the first game. And I'm trying to think about some other stuff. that I've played before. The Deadpool game, of course. I've played Wolverine Origins. That game sucked, but I remember like the demo, or not the demo. I think it was the demo, or like the, what do you call it? Like the, when there's like a story, not story, but like there's like a cinematic. The cinematic trailer for the Wolverine game is peak. I remember rewatching that cinematic trailer before I played the demo every time. Or I think that was the lead in to the demo, was the cinematic trailer for the game, which was peak. The game was ass, but that was peak. I never played Minecraft. Yeah, I played Minecraft. You're not missing much. But all right, guys, let's get into it. We're gonna get into the stuff I got earlier this week. So let me get those real quick. Okay. So shout out to Bethany because she bought me one of these. But so as I said, I'm close to completing my Infinity War set. Now I'm kind of on the part of Infinity War where I'm collecting the people that were on Titan, except I needed one more person that was on Earth, like, you know what I mean, in Wakanda, which we're gonna start off with that one. Bruce Banner. So I got the Infinity Saga Bruce Banner. Now, when I kid you not, this figure is a straight up peg holder, or a bench warmer peg holder. We call it like I think we say like a, we call it, peg holder. Yeah, I think that's what me and my bro call it. We call it peg holder, bench warmer. I think peg holder makes more sense because it's on a peg warmer. But this figure is that. This thing has been sitting in my Walmart, one of my Walmarts, for a long time. This thing has not moved until my sister bought it, and I was like, you know what? It's time. I officially kind of like started the Titan, stuff, and I'm slowly. I think it's about time that I finish my Infinity War set. And this was the last Earthbound person I needed for the Battle of Wakanda. This was the last person I needed, so I got him. Well, I'm gonna give you guys a run through of all of them, and I'm gonna ask you guys which one you guys want me to unbox first. But yeah, we got Bruce Banner. We got more, which it looks just like Mark Ruffalo. You could call this the Mark Ruffalo figure. You could, if you didn't know anything about Avengers, you'd walk past this and be like, "Why is Mark Ruffalo in that? Like, what's going on? Why is there just a Mark Ruffalo figure?" But so I got him. So I got Bruce Banner from Infinity War. So I got him. We'll move that to the side. And I also got the Marvel Legends series, Marvel Studios Iron Spider. Now, this is also a peg warmer. This thing has been sitting up at my Target for a very long time. And every Target me and my bro Troy go to, it's either Iron Spider or the new Iron Man suit from Endgame. I think, I don't know what that suit is called. I want to say it's like 64 or something. Maybe it is Mark 64 or Mark 65. I don't know which one it is. But the one in Endgame, we usually just see those two figures and they don't go anywhere. So I said, you know what? Again, I'm starting I got Thanos, I got Strange, I got Iron Man. I'm gonna get Iron Spider. So I got him. Really, really cool. Dope box too. I do like the box. It looks really, really cool. But yeah, I just said, you know what? It's time. So I got Iron Spider. Which that was like 25. I think it was like 22. It was on sale at Target. But then when I went back to Target this week, it was $10. So that sucked. But it is what it is. You're going to have that happen. Terrell, nice to see you in here. We have Marvel, nice to see you in here. You said, okay, you said the graphics are like an actual PS5. For what? I'm confused what you mean by the graphics. For real, what's good, bro? Yeah, what's up? Marvel, you said, what's up, dude? What's up? Alternative, you said, yeah, okay, that was to Roby, okay. Marvel, you said, ooh, I love that Bruce Banner figure. He's great. I'm glad that I got him finally. It's fire, and many Marvel Roblox players recommend it. They call it the greatest Roblox Spider-Man game ever. Okay. Ooh, W Mark, yeah, fire. Mark 85, thank you. I hate when they do that. I'm probably the worst person when it comes to naming off Iron Man's armors. I can't do it. It's just there's too many. I know when I see them, I know what they're from, but the names of them I couldn't tell you. You said market. Yeah, market. Yeah, I got it. Try it. Okay. Hey guys, what's up, Crimzo? Nice to see you in here. How is everyone? We're great. Just showing off some figures that I got earlier last week, but or I guess to the end of last week to this week. And I'm gonna show you guys figures that I got this week. I remember seeing the Marvel Legends Magneto helmet at my Target. I got it. I got it when after it was around the time of X-Men 97. I remember getting it and it was on sale at Best Buy. And I think I did an unboxing for it here. It was on stream. I think it was on the chill stream, but yeah, it's a dope helmet. And I think it was like 90 or 80 bucks because the box was like ruined or something. Like last year. Yeah. Marvel, you said, I still need Winter Soldier Cap. He's sick. Yes, I love that figure, Marvel. Love that figure. So good. It's such a sick figure. And I actually also came across at my the Walmart that just had the Bruce Banner. They're starting to get like some of the not newer Marvel Legends, but some of the like past newer ones. So they actually had I don't know if it was I think it was the Infinity Saga Cap from Endgame. They had that, and they had a couple there, so that was really cool. I have that one because it came in the 2-pack. That was with my Sam Wilson, so I got that. Josh, nice to see you. What's up? What you said? What you have? It does it fit you? I'm confused. Hey, you said hey. You said okay, Josh. Wait, you have it? Does it fit you? I'm confused. What's up? Alternate. Okay. What's good? Yeah, what are you guys talking about? What does what fit who? You said what's good? Yo, Jerry, nice to see you. I got the same Bruce Banner figure a couple of weeks ago at my local Ollie's. Fire. Let's go. I have to check out Ollie's. I haven't Ollie's and I haven't been to it in a while, and I've been meaning to check it out. So I might do that even this week. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow if I have time. My mom doesn't mind to take me out. We said, does the Magneto helmet fit you? It's all right. I mean, it's a little bit loose. I mean, I think it's a nice helmet, but there's not much padding in it, so it does spin around. I have to put more padding in it to make it more secure. Now, my sister, on the other hand, it was so funny. I remember telling her that, hey, like the helmet's loose. When you put it on, she put that shit on. It was snug. I was like, brother. I was like, oh man. I was like, it was hilarious. I was cracking up. I told my sister she looked like one of those older football players when they had like just the leather caps on, like those leather helmets. I was like, oh, you look like a lineman for that. It was hilarious. But yeah, good figure. All right. All right, we're getting into some of the new stuff, which I'm excited. Ollie's is a fun story. Yes, it is, Bethany. The Magneto helmet fits me. Lol, it does. It fits her snug. But, okay. I'm excited. I'm excited for these ones now because... So I went to GameStop yesterday, right? And I went to FYE because I have an FYE in my mall. I went to GameStop. I went to Target. And mind you, I'm still on the hunt for No Way Home Electro, but not anymore because I ordered him through Hasbro with my bro's help. Came in clutch again. So I have No Way Home Electro. I'm going to be getting him sometime this week because no one had him. Target didn't have him. FYE didn't have him. GameStop didn't have him. I was like, okay. They were, mind you, they were unboxing stuff, but they let me write down my name and number. So if they have some new Legends coming in, they said they let me know. But we go to GameStop, and I was looking on the shelf. Same stuff. They had the black and yellow Wolverine from the Nemesis wave. I think it's like what, the Ultimate Wolverine, or I don't know what that or yeah, I think it's the Ultimate Wolverine. I could be wrong. But the one I unboxed, like, actually I didn't unbox it. I unboxed it over on Patreon. But you guys know the one I'm talking about, the Nemesis Wolverine, a part of that wave, a part of the Nemesis Marvel Legends wave. They had that. They had actually Dark Avengers Warbird. They had Dark Avengers Moonstone. So that was cool. They had that figure. They had one. I was surprised to see it there. I'm shocked I saw it there because that figure, everybody wants that figure. It's a great figure. And a lot of people that couldn't get the Warbird could just repaint that figure and just literally make it, Warbird, you know what I mean? Like Carol. So that's cool too. Uh, so I went there, and as I was like, oh, do you have it? I turn, and the dude got they mind you, they just got their shipment in. So I turn, and bro is unboxing the rest of the wave, of the rest of the Nemesis wave. Gambit, Apocalypse Gambit was in there. What else? What else was in there? Cyclops was in there, and also that figure Jamigi wanted, which I can't remember the name of the figure. What was the name of the figure? It was Marrow. Marrow was in there. So those were the figures that they had, and I was like, oh my god. I was looking for that figure because they're like, how can we help you? And I was like, that's the figure I'm looking for. You guys just got it in. I was like, oh my god. And he's like, we can't sell it to you until the 13th. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I was like, there's no shot you can't give it to me right now. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense because the dudes at the other GameStop, because me and my bro Troy go toy hunting like every week, and we go around the different GameStops to go around the different collector shops. It's super fun. But at another GameStop, they said they sold theirs, and that's when I got the Nightcrawler. So I think that's is that the X-Force Nightcrawler or the, I don't know which Nightcrawler it is. I think it's like the Ultimate Nightcrawler or X-Force. I think it's the X-Force Nightcrawler. But so they said they sold their Cyclops. I was like, great, okay, cool. And then I was like, okay, so I was like, if you can't sell it to me right now, I was like, can I like buy it online and like have it, like buy it online, like put the store's location in, buy it online, and then you just like give it to me? Or can I just buy it right now and you don't have to give it to me now? You write my name on it, I'll pick it up on the 13th. Bro said no to everything. He said no to everything. I was very, very annoyed. I was like, I don't understand this right now. Like, you have it right here. The dude sold it at the other GameStop. Apparently, when, like, I ended up leaving, I called a different GameStop, and they even said that, oh, that figure doesn't come out until the 13th, or we can't sell it until the 13th. I was like, well, the other gentleman at this other GameStop told me they sold it, and they're like, just because he did the wrong thing doesn't mean I need to do it too, or doesn't mean he, like, just because he did it doesn't mean I have to do it or I should do it. Like, we could get fired for that. I was like, okay. Because I was like, I don't get it. I was like, I need someone to make this make sense. And so, like I said, can I buy it? And I leave my name and number on it. And he's like, no. I was like, are pre-orders still up? I can pre-order it and I just pick it up because I know you guys have it. He said pre-orders are down for it now. I was like, okay. So I was like, so you want me to just try to come in on the 13th and see if I can get it? Like, if I can be the first one in here to get it. Because there's a chance either A, you guys say you're going to sell it on the 13th, but then you sell it a day prior and I get screwed, or somehow I don't get there in time and they're gone. Or let's say a new worker comes in and likes that figure and puts it aside. I was like, so you expect me to just, it's a whim if I get it or not. It's by chance I can get it, like, trying to come in. And he's like, pretty much. I was like, okay. So I left. And this is a dude that I know. Like, I know this worker. Okay, so let me read the chat. Like, it's flying. Zach is Professor X then. Dead. I remember seeing the Flashpoint comic at any of my Ollies. They got a lot of the comics there. Okay, cool. I know they do have comics at Ollies. That is pretty cool. Jerry said the Magneto helmet. My sister's calling me. What the hell? Okay, guys, give me a minute. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. My sister was wondering when her sheets could get washed. I was like, talk to my brother. He's downstairs. Okay. We just said the Magneto helmet, for me, is a little loose. When I picked it up from Best Buy. Awesome. I got mine from Best Buy too. It was on sale. I bet you yours was on sale too. Around Halloween, Thanksgiving, it was on sale for $59. But dude, I want to say mine was like 90 or 80. It might have been 60. I don't know. I think it was like 90, which is pretty good. Or I think it was maybe, I don't know. You guys would have to go back in the stream when I talked about it. But that's cool. Yeah, Best Buy came in clutch for that. Crazy. You said $6 for a tax. Crazy. Marvy said, I love when people argue with you for trying to give them business. Exactly. Thank you, Marvel, for understanding. I was like, I'm trying to give you business here. Because you know what I said when bro wouldn't sell it to me? And I was trying to be like, trying to work out a solution where I could like try to level with me. Think about it from a collector standpoint. You have the figure I've been looking for. I can't find it anywhere else. Scalpers are buying them. They're really it's priced very high online because this figure looks just like the X-Men 97 figure that people lost their opportunity on getting. You got to see where I'm coming from, dude. I was like, I'm trying to level with you here. I was like, I'll buy it now, but you don't have to give it to me now. I can pick it up on the 13th. Bro wouldn't level with me. So I was like, I turned around. I told my bro. I was like, right when bro was giving me a hard time, I told Troy, let's go to FYE. Let's go back to FYE and see if when they're unloading, see what they unload in their new shipment. Because they just got their shipment in at FYE. And I was like, you know what? They're working on unboxing stuff. They told me to come back, and I was like, let's go to FYE. I was about to tell bro, you just lost my business. If FYE has it, I'm gonna come back here and be like, look, dude, lost business. You should have just let me buy it. They don't understand. It's like, I'm sorry, it's not that deep. You know what I mean? It's not that deep. I understand, you know, I don't even think you would get fired if I'm being honest. Like, I don't think GameStop does not, they lack so much. I don't even think they would care if they sold that figure to me. Because if the other GameStop did it and the dude didn't get fired, the likelihood of you getting fired is very low. Especially when GameStops in my city are getting closed left and right. They're not going to fire you. Like, they need you. Like, they're not going to fire you. So it was a little bit of bullshit. I kind of wanted to crash out. But I was like, I'm not going to do it. But I said it loud too. I was like, Troy, let's go to FYE. And we left. And I scrolled and I was looking on GameStop, and I was like, is the other figure like up? The other figure? Because I think Troy was the one that told me that he had Gambit the entire wave. He had Gambit, Cyclops, and somebody else. I was like, okay, I'm going to see if Gambit's up. Gambit was up. I go back. Dude tells me, I was like, okay, I'm here to get Gambit because he's up right now. Dude's like, oh, we can't sell Gambit until the 13th. I said, GameStop app doesn't lie. Look at it. And he's like, I'll check. Scanned it. Oh, it's up. I was like, exactly. I was like, why would I lie about that? I'm trying to show you Gambit's, you can buy Gambit. It says the same thing when you can buy the Wolverine, when you can buy the Nightcrawler. I was like, it says it. I was like, I can get Gambit. I was like, if you can't give me Cyclops, I can at least get Gambit right now. And then the dude told me, he's like, oh my God, I totally forgot. I can actually write your name down. And this is the funny part. He's like, I can actually write your name down. And mind you, dude's clutch. At the end of the story, I know the dude, he's a very chill dude, but he was really pissing me off. I was like, dude, I don't know why. I'm a regular in here. I don't know why you're giving me problems. And you're not trying to help me out when I give you business. Think about this guy. I am a regular at this GameStop. I'm probably the only person they see like every week. And he knows me. They all know me in there. And they're not trying to level with a brother. I was like, okay. I was like, but he came in clutch. He's like, I just realized, you know, I can kind of do it like if you were pre-ordering it. I can write your name down, and you can leave me your name and number. I was like, I wanted to tell him, that's what I tried to tell you, and you told me no. I was like, this is very nice that you're doing it, but in my head, I was like, that's literally what I just said. I can write my name down, write my number down, and then when you guys are selling it, you put it aside for me because you know I want it, and you call me. Or call me to say, hey, do you still want it? Or, I don't know. I literally said that to him. I was trying to, I spitballed him a whole bunch of different solutions where I could make sure I could get that figure. It was so frustrating. I couldn't do it. You can't trust anybody. Yeah, bro, seriously. You said somebody tried to prevent me from buying a Star Wars figure at Target one time. That's what I'm saying. Bro, I have a situation where I went to a GameStop, and there was another figure collector that worked there, and I was looking for the Batman Begins. I told that story last chill stream. I was trying to look for the Batman Begins McFarlane figure. He said they had it. They just got it in, but he put it aside for himself. I was like, brother, you can't be doing shit like that. I was literally about to tell bro, the dude that knows me at this GameStop, you're not going to get fired for selling me this figure when other employees are selling this figure out. Targets are selling these figures out. Like, they're not going to get fired for that. And I was like, also, I was about to tell him, you can, if it's bullshit because you guys can save figures for yourself when really the customer should get the first pick of that figure. but you don't get fired for that. And I know you're not asking your bosses if you could pick stuff up off the floor and save it for yourself. Like, I know you're not allowed to do that. And if you are allowed to do that, then that's bullshit. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I just find that it's weird you can do that, but you can't sell me the figure that other people are selling before you anyways. Like, Targets are selling them, even though I haven't seen any Targets get them, but Targets sell figures before them. FYE sells figures before. Like, it's like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? Just give me the figure. But like I said, he came in clutch. He let me write down my name. He let me write down my number. He knows me. So he said he'd call me on the 13th. Mind you, I'm still going to go there bright as day early. I'm not playing around. That figure is mine. Those figures are mine because he had 2 Cyclops, 1 Gambit. 1 for Troy, 1 for me. I'm getting both, and I'm giving one to my bro because he paid me for it when I go to get mine. And that's on the 13th. So I'll keep you guys updated when that happens, when I pick it up, if I have any other issues. I told my sister, though, and I told Troy, if they end up selling that figure before the 13th, those 2 Cyclops, I will crash out. I will go in there, and I'm going to give them an issue. Okay? Like, don't get me wrong, I love my local GameStop. It's cool and all, but GameStop's be lacking lately, and this interaction that I had was bullshit because I was like, I am giving you guys business. I'm probably keeping your location opened. I was like, don't make me angry right now. And Troy could tell I was getting angry. I was getting furious. But dude came in clutch. That's the end result. I don't think he meant to try to be difficult, but I just wish that he would have leveled with me a little bit. And I wish he would have took my solution of, oh, I understand the pre-orders are down, but can I leave my name and number so then when you get it, when you sell it, or you're selling it on that day, you can call me and I'll come in and pick it up. I tried to give him solutions, and he ended up giving me the same solution that I asked him to do that he turned me down for. We didn't have to do a whole bunch of shit. Like, we didn't have to go around and around when you were giving me the solution that you ended up coming to the conclusion of the solution that I gave him. Like, gave you. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, bro. It was just annoying. Really, really annoying. You said they always hold in demand items for either themselves or their friends off the book. That's what I'm saying, Terrell, bro. Like, what are we doing? It's like, I want to tell them you guys are the reasons because you guys are keeping it from consumers, keeping it from the customer. And that's why you're losing business. And that's why people are not wanting to go to your store. One, you're not selling them the figure, so you're losing business. And 2, you're making people boycott your store because you're not selling them, you're not doing business. It's just one of them things where it's like, you have to work with the customer, especially when they want something that you like, okay, well, technically I can't give it to you now, but you leave your name and number and I'll call you when we are selling it. There's solutions. I would do that if I worked at a GameStop or I worked wherever. I would try to be the best employee of all time, trying to level with people and be like, I understand you're looking for this. I got you. I can't sell it to you now, but leave your name and number and I will put your name on it and no one will get it and I'll call you up and you can pick it up. Like, dead ass. Like, I'd probably be employee of the month for sure. But because I would want to make it where the customer had the best experience. Because like I said, I only have 2 GameStops left, or actually 3 GameStops left. And they closed down about, I think, 4 locations or 3 locations cooked. We are getting to the point where I think GameStops are really becoming obsolete because we have employees saving things for themselves, making the customer have a hard time, and things are just hitting the fan. I don't want to talk mean and negative about GameStop because I love getting things out and about, but they're preventing me from being able to get things out to save these stores. Like, I like buying my figures out. I do. There's something very satisfying about that, and they're taking that and it's screwing them over, in my personal opinion. I don't know, it's just weird. But guys, we're gonna keep going. I remember when I drove way out of my way to go to a Target, and you said they had one left of the Andrew Spider-Man, just to be told, oh, we sold that today. That's what I'm saying. It's sus. That's sus too. I've had multiple experiences when they told me, oh, we have this figure. I go there. Oh, I don't know who you talk to, but we don't have this figure. So it's like, so when that person went to the aisle to look for that figure and they said they had that figure, And I come to the store after they told me they won't hold that figure for me when I get to the store. That when I get there, you tell me, oh, I don't know who you talk to. We don't have that figure. Like, it's suspect. It's really suspect. It's like, I'm not dumb. I know you probably took that figure for yourself. Like, because you probably realize, oh shit, we have that figure? Oh, that dude, that customer's beat when they get here. Like, you're screwing over shit. That's my personal opinion. But, okay. Let's get on to the next thing. We kind of had that solved. So, long story short, Cyclops I'm picking up for me and my bro on the 13th. A little bit of a tangent. We got off track, but it was revolving figures and how I hate dealing with employees sometimes when it's like, I'm trying to give you business. But okay. We're going to get onto the things I picked up. I guess we're going to keep going with the idea of what I've been picking up. Because we'll get on to something in a minute of why the story is relevant when I was talking about. Because not only I got the Cyclops, but I did pick up something. I did pick up Gambit. I did pick him up. Which I'm going to show you guys now since it was on the topic of the story. So I picked up Gambit. So Gambit is here. I believe if I'm correct, this is... Yeah, this is Age of Apocalypse Gambit, I'm pretty sure. So I picked this up. I thought it looked dope. So I picked up this Gambit. Really, really cool. $25 retail. Really cool. I actually have a $5 off next month for GameStop. This upcoming April, a $5 off coupon that I actually am going to be using and saving when I pick up my Cyclops. So that's clutch. Because I'm a part of their GameStop, I think it's like Power Up. It's like GameStop Power Rewards or something. I'm a part of that. So, all in all, all I need is Cyclops, which I have Cyclops technically now, but I have to wait until the 13th. But going on to another figure that I got, I finally got Marvel Legends Magic. Yeah, X-Men Magic. So, I finally got the Magic figure. Jamigi, yeah, what figures you got? Well, go back in the stream and you kind of will see the figures that I got. Well, I guess I can tell you right now. I got Iron Spider. I have the Infinity Saga. Bruce Banner, and I'm just talking about this one. I have more that I'm going to talk about, but Magic. I got Magic. Did you see my comics? I did not. I haven't checked the Discord today yet. GameStop is fine. Not going to lie. The employee are nice. My GameStop is fine. You said not going to lie. You said not going to lie. The employees are nice. I'm glad that yours. I mean, my employee was nice. The dude is nice. I feel bad because I can't remember his name, but he's a nice dude. I just don't know why he was giving me the runaround and then giving me the same solution that I gave him that we could have just done. I felt like, bro, like I wanted to tell him when he said, oh, just write your name and number down and then we'll call you and you can pick it up on the 13th. I was like, that's what I told you. So I was like, what? I was confused, but I'm glad it's got situated. You said... Then on top of that, GameStop stores are closing worldwide slowly, yes, but gradually anyway. I don't know why they do stuff like that when you should want as much money, yes, as you can get for your customers. Exactly, from your customers, exactly. I'm trying to help you keep the store open after there's... I was like, you might lose your job anyways because you're not selling me this. Because the store might close like next week, dude. Like, because you're not selling it to me. 3 locations, mainline locations, are closed. 3 is insane to me. And it's only going to keep getting worse, too, if this keeps up. I don't get it. Did you see the comics? I did not. I will check them out in the Discord if they're in the Discord. Are you going to get Age of Apocalypse Wave? Age of Apocalypse Wave? What's the Age of Apocalypse Wave? I think I know what you're talking about. And I think that's a part of something I'm actually about to talk about in a minute, I think. I saw an Apocalypse at the store that I ended up getting something at, which I'll talk about. I found a Apocalypse. I don't know which one it was, but yeah. Which Iron Spider? The Iron Spider from No Way Home. Or not, I guess No Way Home, Infinity War... and everything. It's this Iron Spider. It's just the everyday Iron Spider. The Infinity War, No Way Home. Yeah, this Iron Spider. I think Far From Home for a minute. Yeah, so that. But I got Magic. I'm very, very happy I got Magic. This is a figure I've been wanting for a very long time after I saw New Mutants. I know a lot of people hate that movie, but I love that movie because Anya Taylor-Joy is a baddie, and she killed it as that character. She really made me very interested in that character. I did not know much about Magic until that she started playing the character Magic. I was like, I love that character. She's cool as shit. And then she made an appearance. She technically didn't make an appearance, but she did. It was morphed into Magic in X-Men 97, but that was still cool. I really hope to see more of that character in a season 2 of X-Men 97, maybe even in a season 3. I need to see Magic like more in media because she's dope. So I got Magic, really, really cool. And this is the new Magic. I want to clarify, not the first released Magic. This is the second released Magic, the new one. So this is really, really cool right there. So really cool. And there's a dope picture of her on the back, which we'll get more into that when I start unboxing the figures. Okay, going on with another figure that I got, which I got both of these. I got both of these at my other collector's shop across from GameStop in the mall. This place is called First and Goal. So that's really, really cool. It's called First and Goal. They have collector's cards, like baseball cards. I think they have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards in there, Pokemon cards, comic books. They have other like the Transformers, Power Rangers, Funko. Ultra Nerd, you'd love this place because they have Funko Pops galore. They have so many Funkos, dude. I know you're starting to collect Funko, so you would love this place. So they have a whole bunch of Funko Pops. I don't know if also First and Goal is something that's everywhere or if it's just a Pittsburgh thing. I'm not sure. But yeah. First and Goal. So I went over the First and Goal. Turns out they actually have Marvel Legends. This is news to me because I never knew that they had Marvel Legends. I knew they had Transformers, comic books, Funkos, collector's cards, everything else. But they had Marvel Legends. I was like, oh my god. I was like, they actually had some awesome Marvel Legends too. I said, how are you, bro? I'm good, Gamey. Nice to see you in here. You said, Marvel, you said, I'm not trying to be down on GameStop either. I have gotten great stuff, yeah, there, but a lot of employees there have treated me pretty badly too. That's what I'm saying. Like, I love GameStop. I mean, come on. I mean, a place where you can get games, figures, bigger items, whether it be from like Star Wars Black Series items like helmets and other Star Wars accessories, or Marvel Legends, bigger items and things. It's a great place. But I don't know what's going on with, like, I don't get the employees, like, way of thinking. I don't get it. It's like, especially for the GameStops in my city, they are closing. These GameStops are closing. And you're making it hard on me getting this figure that has already been sold at other GameStops. It's like, what's the big deal? It's like, I don't get it. And it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't buy that. If they would have sold me that figure, that dude would have got fired. I was like, I don't buy that. When the other dude sold a figure, he didn't get fired. Because again, they are not dumb enough to fire you when they are closed. When they closed 2 other locations and they are desperate for people, and they want to keep the business going. They are not going to fire you. If they fire you, I don't know if anybody's going to replace you at that GameStop. Like, you know what I mean? That's how, like, bad it is. So I was like, I understand if you can at least sell it to me, level with me. So that's where I was kind of like coming from. Like, at least level with me, let's try to do something where I can guarantee that I am going to get this figure and I will give you money. But it got dealt with, so that's the short story of it all. And mind you, like I said, I've met some great GameStop employees, and this dude is a great dude. He's cool. But he was being, like, really difficult with me. I didn't understand why. Yeah, employees can really ruin an experience. They can, and they can make it where, like, people don't want to go back. And that's why 2 locations in my city closed. Or 3. I think it's like 2, but still, that's a big deal. Because these are prime location GameStops that got cooked. Like, they're cooked. I bought the Peter B. Parker Marvel Legends. Gamey, that's fire. I do want to buy that one. Which one did you buy? Did you buy the first Into the Spider-Verse one? Or did you buy the Across the Spider-Verse one? Let me know. Marvel said, I never forgot when I GameStop. Wait, I never forgot when a GameStop employee lied to me about selling the Xbox Series X for $400. Damn. Damn. That's what I'm saying, man. Another story that I have, and then I'll stay back on track. I went to go to pre-order the PlayStation 5. Or I went to go. I knew that they were bringing out more pre-orders for the PlayStation 5, and you could go to GameStop to do the pre-order for the PlayStation 5. I remember going there, and they said they had 10 I think they said 10 pre-orders that they had available if you go early. I went very, very early, and I've actually made a YouTube short, or maybe it wasn't a YouTube short, maybe it was a video years ago when the PS5 first came out. I had a shitty experience. One, I got pushed. I didn't fall, but I got pushed. I was getting pushed around because there's a whole bunch of people trying to get this PlayStation 5. I got everybody was like running, falling, trying to get in line to GameStop to be one of the 10 to get these PS5s. Little did I know, or little did anybody know, when we get to the door, the employees tell us, oh, we only have 5 PS5s for pre-order. 5? When you said you had 10. They had said even on the gate before they opened, we have 10 PlayStation 5s that are going to be up for pre-order right now, in store only. So I was like, where'd they go? I was like, you guys took them. I was like, you guys, because I know for a fact that the employees behind the thing put those aside for them. They put them aside for them and their friends. I'm not we aren't dumb. I know what you did. It's like you said. It says right here you have 10, and there's a whole bunch of people, and you're saying you only have 5 now. Like, that's crazy. And I was like all the way in the back. And I was like, okay, so I'm not getting one, clearly, because there's a whole bunch of people in front of me. I was like, great. Because I was probably, I want to say maybe the 6th or 7th one in line. I was like, oh, this is perfect. I got it. Oh, we only have 5, guys. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, GameStop is really making it hard sometimes. And it's like, I still want to be very optimistic. I've met some great people at GameStop. I've had some great experiences at GameStop. But then it's very hard. They make it very hard. You said one time when I was at GameStop, I was with my friends and I wanted to buy a Marvel plush and they kicked me and my friends out. That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing? Marvel, you said, my goal is to get a PS5 by the end of 2025 for the Wolverine game. That's a great goal. I hope you achieve that goal because it's going to be a fun game when that game comes out. Terrell, you said, I remember these PS5s launched. Yeah, PS5 launch days. The worst days of, console history. Yes, it was. I could not get my hands on one. Scalpers had them very high. I was so pissed. That's not happening when the PlayStation 6 comes out. I will be the first one. I will camp out. I told my friend I swear to God I'll camp out for the PlayStation 6. I'm not playing around. I will camp out and I will be the first one at that damn door. Best believe it. And I'll even go live. I'll do a live stream when I do that camp out. I'll go live. I remember, the worst day for console history, because scalpers keep getting them online, and retailers only get 2 to 10 PS5s, per shipment, exactly. It was terrible. November 10th of 2020 was a rough day. Yes, it was. But going on to the next set of Marvel Legends that I got at First and Goal, I got the 60 years Marvel Legends X-Men 3-pack with Jubilee, Forge, and Storm. I got this. This thing was $45. Not bad at all. Compared to my other comic shop that's selling this, I believe, for like 60 or 70. So this is actually really, really dope that I got this. I'm very, very happy that I got this because I was like, you know what? Seeing it in person, I was like, this thing actually looks dope. And I actually turned the box around. And I was like, oh my god, this is actually like a really, really cool, like 3-pack. So I'm very, very happy that I got this. This is like dope. And Forge has grown on me, the character, of course, after X-Men 97. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this. And I was like, this Storm looks cool. And Jubilee looks dope. I don't have a Jubilee, but now I do. I think I might complete that set. Jamigi, I actually found they also had the Gambit, Psylocke, and it was Banshee 3-pack for this. They had that as well, but they had it for like, I think it was like 60 or 70 bucks. But on Amazon, it's like, I think cheaper. I think it's like 60 or 50 something, I believe. I think it's like 60. But I am going to get this. I want to get the comics. First Cyclops, where that suit in that, where's the suit in the run? If I'm correct, I think if I'm correct, isn't that the Cyclops that they're releasing in the Nemesis wave? I think it is, isn't it? Let me know. I believe it is, or at least I thought it was. You need Warlord and Wolverine next. Warlord and Wolverine next. Is that... I think I know what that is. Is that a 2-pack? I think I've come across that 2-pack. Let me know. Was that a 2-pack? But I do want to get, because I know that they have a Wolverine that wears this suit. I believe this is the, what is it? What's the suits, these suits that they're wearing? Is it the, these the Uncanny? Let me know. Or is this, yeah, it has to be that. I would assume. Warlord is Professor X. Okay, so Troy actually got that. And it was a Walmart exclusive. He actually got that. He's separate. Okay, so yeah, Troy got that. So it was a Walmart exclusive, which is pretty dope. He actually I think he just did an unboxing for that, if I'm correct. I think. Or he's going to. He's like $16 in Walmart. He's like $16 in Walmart. Okay. Yeah, but they have that Wolverine. I believe, yeah, right. This is the Uncanny X-Men, like, suits, right? I'm pretty sure, but yeah. So I do want to get that other 3-pack with Psylocke, Banshee, and Gambit, but I am going to get it on Amazon, and I think I might get it this upcoming week, depending on if I find anything at Steel City Con. Because Jamigi, you weren't in the chat, but, when I was mentioning this, and some of you guys weren't either. I think, Marvel, maybe you asked, or maybe it was Jamigi, yeah, you asked about, like, what I showed off, but... who is your favorite Spider-Man, bro? Gamey. So my favorite Spider-Man, I want to say is, I don't know, is Peter Parker or Miles Morales. I feel like they kind of go neck and neck for me, for just different reasons. I feel like there's something very like, there's a type of like swagger that Miles Morales walks around with, and I just, it's really, really dope, and I can relate to that kind of like walking around being all cool and shit. But I do like Miles Morales, and I love Peter Parker. So they're kind of like both of my favorites. Look in the Discord, the comic I want. Okay, look in the Discord, the comic I want. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. Where's my phone? Let me do that real quick. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, so I was right. Uncanny X-Men. So that's the suits they're wearing. Okay. Storm. I have Jubilee. I know that they have that Wolverine actually at First and Goal at the comic shop. I don't know if I'll buy him there. I might just buy him online. I think he's like really cheap on Amazon or on Walmart.com. So I already have Forge. Yeah, I just need that Professor X. Maybe I will buy him. Gambit, Banshee, Psylocke. Yeah, I could easily complete this team once I get Banshee, Gambit, and Psylocke. All I would really need to get is the Professor X and the Wolverine, and I'd be done. So yeah, maybe that's what I'll do, because I am looking into getting that 3-pack. There's so many Spider-Man. Marvel, that is true. Okay, then there's 274. Then there's 274. You said then there's 274. What's that? Is that how much the comic is or something or what? How about Tobey Maguire, Garfield, Tom Holland's from them? Okay, so when it comes to those Spider-Men, Tobey will always be my dude because that's who I grew up with. And the way I see it is that, don't get me wrong, I love Andrew. Andrew's cool. But my main issue is that I look at them for in different, like for being different Spider-Man, if that makes any sense. Like Tobey reminds me of the 90s like cartoon Spider-Man. Like he reminds me of that. Andrew reminds me of like kind of like you're a the like your Ultimate Spider-Man. Like he reminds me of that. Like from the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, like that. I would say kind of like that Spider-Man. Tom reminds me of was it Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man? That's who he reminded me of, at least in the beginning. And I think slowly but surely, I feel like that's what they kind of resembled his Spider-Man off of in Homecoming was Spectacular Spider-Man. So that's how I look at it when I look at those Spider-Men. But I like them all. I think they're all great. But Tobey's my dude. Like Tobey Maguire got me into the character. He is goated. Like he's the goat. Oh, to issue 274. Okay. The image. You said I need to finish. You say I need to finish my Quantum Mania wave, so I can build Cassie Lang. Marvel, that's actually cool that you mentioned that because I actually want to do that wave. I want to build the Cassie Lang because I have Kang the Conqueror, and I think I have or because I found some of them at Ollie's, but I was like, if I can't find all of them at Ollie's, I was like, I don't want to buy this wave. And there was some figures, I think, a part of that wave I did not want to buy. And that's the thing. The things I don't like about the Build-A-Figure waves is that some characters I'm like, oh, I would love to build this Build-A-Figure, but I don't like these figures, and I don't want to spend the money to then do it. So that's why Ollie's comes in clutch sometimes because it's like they downprice the figures, and it's like, okay, if I buy all these, I can build the one figure that I want, and it won't feel like I'm losing out on that much money. But sometimes you'll find it where they'll have half the wave of the Build-A-Figure wave at Ollie's, and you're like, well, great. Like, I can't complete it, so why would I buy these figures? So it's like, it's one of them things where it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like it's like a win-lose type scenario, I guess you could say. Ollie's is awesome, that's for sure. I love Ollie's. I have one Ollie's really close to me, and then I have like a couple of other ones like pretty far out, but it's from time to time if I end up making my way out on that general location of like when the Ollies are a little bit more of a distance from me, I find some bangers. So yeah, there's actually one Ollie's right next to a comic shop that I've been to before that actually had some heat. I found I found the Killmonger there, and also I think I found my Black Panther there. I found some cool MCU figures out there. But the other figure that I got and I picked up today was, of course, the Marvel Legends. It's Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Ursa Major wave, and the figure a part of that is Riri Williams. I got the Ironheart figure. So that's really, really cool. I got the Ironheart figure. I'm very glad that I got her, of course, with the series coming up. I don't have the MCU Riri Williams Ironhearts, but I eventually would like to get her when before her series to have like in the background. So I do want to get the MCU one at some point. But I am glad that I got the comic one because the comic one is dope. I think it looks really, really sick. I got it for $25, and I think on Amazon it's like 20 or 21. So I was like, you know what? Who cares? I was like, I can get it now, and I don't have to wait. So let me just buy it now. So I bought it. I went back out to First and Goal, and I picked it up. So that's also another thing that's cool. But getting on to the other ones real quick. Or I guess that's it. I guess that's all the ones I have, because I have the Batman Begins one, which you guys have seen before. I tried to unbox it last chill stream and it broke. I had to get a replacement. So I had to return it and get a replacement. I wish it was more close to me. Yeah. I feel that on the other ones. How do you like the new pre-order Daredevil? I love it. I love it. Gamey. I actually pre-ordered the Born Again Daredevil. It's slated for November, which sucks, but I do want to get it eventually. But okay, guys. Now this is where the fun begins. Which figure do you guys want me to unbox first? Let's get into now the unboxings. What's this? This is the thing. It took us a while to get there, but we're here now. Let's unbox it because I had some things I wanted to update you guys on content coming up, and my experience trying to my experience getting the figures this week and stuff and showing them off. But which figure are we gonna unbox first? Prediction for Hasbro Pulse Stream. Okay, that's another thing. Jamiggy, I actually called off work for Tuesday. So I will be reacting to the Pulse Stream. Magic. Okay, Magic first. Okay. Yes, we are getting a Hasbro Pulse Stream on April 1st, which I'm a little bit worried because I looked up on the calendar. Okay, like, oh, so when's April 1st? It's on April Fool's Day. So help me God, if this is them joking, I'm going to be pissed. I just want to clarify that. I took off work because this is my job and I wanted to cover this and I did not want to be spoiled for the figures that they were going to show on Tuesday, but I took off work because I want to make sure I'm not getting spoiled and I want to cover things for you guys. We have to talk about that for 7 years. And live action Daredevil has finally gotten the double D's. Yes. I'm so glad. Yeah, finally has the double D's. And it's gonna be in season 2. I still think he's gonna get the double D's hopefully at the end of season 1 on maybe the red suit. He'll have the double D's. At least that's what I hope. But if you look at the black suit, it's just it's just the red suit but painted over. With black. So I don't know if he'll have the double D's, the red suit. Maybe maybe later in season 2 he'll have the red suit with the double D's, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Imagine we only get a $50 Howard the Duck figure. I would cry. Because like I said, I took off work. I rescheduled work and I'm going to be working on Monday instead of Tuesday. So I'm going to be annoyed. If it's just a joke and a gag and they say, oh, we're not actually doing a stream, April Fools. Like, I'll just, nah, bro. But all right, we're gonna unbox Magic because you guys want to see Magic first. So let's unbox Magic. Which I thought that was the one I pulled up first, but it wasn't. All right. So let's unbox Magic. Like I said, I'm so glad that I got her on Amazon. Thank you, Jamiggy, by the way, because you're the one that let me know Magic was on Amazon. I believe you also let me know that she was on sale, too. So thank you for letting me know about that, because you came in clutch. But yes, Magic. Really, really cool. Here's the front of the box, right there. Here's the side of the box, a really cool picture. I actually had to glue this top part back on of this picture because my little sister Amaya, I showed her the figure and she like ripped off the side right here and I was a little bit annoyed, but I glued it back on. So imagine you said, do you want the Defenders in Daredevil Born Again? I would love that. I hope so. I really hope so. Anything you hear about Daredevil, I'm so game for. Defenders possibly being in season 2, I would love that. I've been asking for the Defenders to come back, so bring them in. Let's do it. Why the hell not? Cool side profile picture. It's the same on the other side. And like I said, a cool X on the top. So that's sick. But let's get right into it. I got my X-Acto knife, and I'm ready. Let's do it. My knife came off. That's not good. That's not good at all. This is very sharp. My X-Acto knife kind of broke on me. What the heck? That's a little bit concerning. Okay, I think I fixed it now. All right, that was weird. All right, sorry guys, my knife came out, like the tip of the X-Acto knife. All right, got it. Let's open her up. This is what she looks like out of the package. Really, really cool. I'm so happy. This figure is so cool to me. And the fact that I finally have her, I'm very, very happy. It's funny that when it was black suit in the River set video, people were disappointed that he didn't have the double D's. As it turns out, with the closer shot in the video, he always had them. Exactly. It's so funny you mentioned that, Terrell, because I remember when Superwise sent me, he sent me that like image of in the video of him walking out of the water, and I couldn't see the D's on the chest. I was like, shit. I was like, they didn't do it. I was like, come on. And then the image dropped, a closer image, a 4K image. I was like, let's go. So it's Dubs. It's Dubs. It's so awesome. I'm so glad he has it. This is cool. This actually has a lot of accessories. I'm very, very happy. This is actually really, really cool. Look how great she looks too. Hopefully I can get a good zoom in. There we go. Beautiful figure. Very beautiful. I'm very, very happy with this figure. All right, like I said, yeah, she comes with the kind of blue like accessory, like it's like the magic accessory, so that's like really, really cool. It's funny I say that. Or I guess you could say beam accessory, like when they're using like their energy blast or magic of some sorts. We have that classic in Marvel, like Marvel Legends fashion, like the very flexible kind of like magic effect. So that's really, really cool. We have that, which is sick. We actually have a skull here, which I'm not sure whose skull this is, but it's like a red skull on fire. I'm not sure what that's about. We have her sword. We have an open hand. Another sword that's actually on fire, or of like blue flames, which is cool. And we have like an electric blue beam, I think, that goes on the yellow sword. At least that's what I think. Like a kind of like a lightning effect or a fire effect, which is cool. I think it's like more of like a lightning effect. So that's cool. And we also have I forget. Her dragon's name is Lucky, right? What's the name of the dragon? I thought, because when Anya Taylor-Joy was saying the name of the dragon, I could have swore she said Lucky, or Luckhead or something, or what is it? Let me know. Why did it take 1 year for Endgame to come after Infinity War, but it's going to take 7 years for Avengers Doomsday? 7 years? Locking. Is it Locking? That's interesting. Locking is the dragon's name? Locking. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah. Yeah, and Avengers Doomsday is next year. It's like we're not waiting that long. There was a ton of projects too on the build up, but it's next year, and then Secret Wars is in 2027. It's not that long of a wait. At least for me, it didn't feel like that long of a wait. Mind you, we had the strikes and stuff, so it felt like, oh, some years have passed, or a year passed when the strikes were going on, or it felt very long because projects were on a stall. But it's really not that long. Like, we're getting it next year. And then we're getting, and you know what I mean? Because I believe, if I'm correct, between Endgame and Infinity War and Endgame, it was like, what, a 1 year gap? So it was like, I don't even think we got that the following year. I think we got like the year after. So it was like, we had to wait like a whole year. At least that's what I think. Yeah, you said 1 year for Endgame. Yeah, I meant all together. So you said, why did it take 1 year after 1 year for Endgame to come after Infinity War, but it's going to take 7 years for average for Avengers Doomsday? I think also because we had so many projects and they were trying new things that's why it felt like and they were in the building phase again. If you really think about it, it might feel that way because think about it. We had all of phase 1 and then we had Avengers, all of phase 2, and I think if I'm correct, and then we had Avengers Age of Ultron, or half of Phase 2 Age of Ultron, and then the rest of Phase 2, I believe. And then we had Phase 3, which of course was Infinity War, and then we had Phase 4, which of course was Endgame. It's going to take that, and this is a big conclusion setup, so they had to kind of start sort of in a way and scratch again, because we had Phase 4, and I believe we're in Phase 5 now, if I'm correct. Yeah, we're in Phase 5 right now, aren't we? So it's kind of like they're rebuilding things again. So yes, it feels very long. Also, we've hit some road bumps along the way due to, the strikes, and sometimes it took, reshoots and things. So yeah, just, I don't know. It's like, it's not going to be the same way every time. And to be honest, it doesn't feel like we waited that long because we had projects and it didn't feel like it was taking that long for us to get another Avengers film. At least for me, it didn't feel like that. So it just depends on your outlook on if you feel like it took too long, or it felt like it took long. Like I said, we're getting Doomsday, and then we're getting Secret Wars the next year. So it's not, we don't even need to wait a year. It's like one after the other. So it's like next year Doomsday, the year after that Secret Wars. So it's like really cool. But like I said, I don't know how I'm gonna do this with these effects. I don't know how I'm gonna have her. Anybody have any recommendations? Because I don't know much about magic besides let me read the back of the box. Let me read that, because they usually give you a bit of an insight. A powerful mutant and sorcerer, Liliana Rasputin, wields the Soul's Ward, a weapon crafted from her own soul. Soul's Ward, or Soul's Ward? I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah. I guess that's pretty dope. I guess I don't know. Should I kind of have her when like she's holding the sword like that on the back of the box and she's holding locking? Should I have it like that? Have her? Honestly don't know how I should have her. She has like 2 swords. I don't know. I'm taking all the accessories out though. Like the 2 swords I'm gonna take out. She already has a sword hand on her right hands, which of course is like her armored up arm, which is cool. She has like an armored arm. I'm gonna put the sword in. Jamiggy, I need you to like tell me, bro, like how I should have her. What sword should I have her use on the shelf? I kind of like the big yellow one, like this gold one. This is dope. I do like that, and I can put this like lightning around it, I think. Did you know the Big Hero 6 is Marvel? Yeah, I did know that. It's a Marvel movie. Yeah, my brother told me. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I didn't know that was a Marvel movie. Yeah, it's actually insane. I think it's like in the same world, which is really cool. Not in the MCU per se, but like it's a Marvel property and stuff. It's like in the same thing, which is cool. Have her use both. Okay. Have her use both of the swords? Okay. All right, let me do that. This lightning is a bit weird. I'm gonna flip it only because I don't want that showing. But then again, this is how it's gonna look because it'll look cooler. Hmm. I wish this would kind of stay on. It's a little bit weird. It's very flimsy, that like blue lightning. Alright, it's probably as good as I'm gonna get it right now. So we'll kind of have that like that. You said Sunfire is in Big Hero 6. Oh, really? Is he? I didn't know that. Is there like a sequence, or is he like a background character of that? Yeah, I really love this figure. This is a dope figure. Yeah, this is fire. All right, I think this is honestly how I'm gonna have her, because Jamiki, you were on point with the using two swords. Comic, okay, that's sick. Yeah, I think if I'm correct, they do make Big Hero 6 comics. That's pretty cool. All right, do we like that? Do we like the way that looks? I think that looks pretty cool. That's pretty fire. Yeah, I'll probably have her like this, maybe holding both of the swords. And it'd be cool if I could have the dragon kind of like up on her shoulder or something. That'd be cool. And Silver Samurai. Oh, okay. I think I heard about that. The Silver Samurai. And Stanley. Yes, Stanley was in there. Oh, yeah. I guess I haven't watched Big Hero 6 in a while. I remember loving that movie when I went to go see it in theater, though. I loved that movie. I'm shocked we didn't get a sequel, to be honest. I don't know where I'm gonna put Locking. I don't know where I'm gonna put him, but I gotta figure that out. I was thinking like the shoulder, like that's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. I just did that. Did we like that? I just did that. It actually works pretty well. That's actually pretty cool. No, this I actually cooked. I'm not gonna lie. I actually cooked. That actually looks pretty freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta fix this though. I don't really like that. Put him, put his, yeah, put him, his tail around her neck. Okay, okay, okay. Tail around the neck. I'm trying to see if I can do that. Her hair's in the way. Unless I took her head off and then put her head back on. Is there a way to like swoop the tail through? Can I do that? I guess that works. I mean, I can't go legit around her neck, as far as I can tell, without stretching. Here, let me. That takes two hands, guys. Sorry, I have to like put her on my lap. Oh, it sounds weird. Okay, yo, yeah. The guy would have a field day with me saying that one. Okay. Oh man. I mean that. I mean that's pretty cool too. I mean I can't get the full thing around her neck per se, but I got it like that. Do we like that? I got like her tail halfway, his tail, like around her. I think you meant inside, but I can't get it all the way. Wait a second. Wait a second. Come on. Oh, this tail is so annoying. All right. Damn, bro. Wow, this is a pain in the ass. It just doesn't want to do it. Jamaica, how'd you get this thing around her neck? How did you do that? Because even I'm struggling to do that. Man, this might be as good as it's going to get. I don't think it's going to go fully around her neck. Yeah, honestly, this might be the best solution. And it's not really... I think the way I had it before was better. At least that's what I think. I mean, that works. Yeah, I got it around now. I got looped behind her hair. Like, I picked her hair up, looped it through, and looped it around. Like, do we like that? Is that better? I'm going to get a better shot on it so you guys can kind of see what I did. Let me, like, do this. Let me, like, have her, like, have the sword, like... Maybe I'll have the sword... I want to have it up. I know that for a fact. I don't know. I do not like this. This blue electric wrap thing sucks. Yeah. Okay. So I got it right. Okay. I'm going to have to mess with that blue wrap, like, effect, like, electric piece later. It's being a pain in the ass. But yeah, I got it. Let me get, like, a zoom in. I want to show you guys, like, what I got. Come on. There we go. So he's, like, peeping. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me move the sword out of the way a bit so you can see him. Yep. I got it. I got to fix that lightning, though, because it's annoying me. I'm going to call it a lightning accessory because it is a lightning sword accessory. If I'm being honest, yeah, I don't know if that thing was very smart because it's just not wanting to cooperate, but we're just going to leave that. That's a dope figure. I'm very, very glad that I got it. Ooh, that's such a cool figure. Thank you, Bethany. I'm glad you like it. It's dope. It's dope. All right, going on to the next figure. Which figure are we unboxing next? Which one are we going to unbox next? Yeah. Where's the little dragon? Oh, the little dragon's on her neck. You see him? See him, Bethany? On her neck. Jamiki told me to wrap the dragon's tail behind her neck, and it's kind of like he's floating there. That's dope. So yeah. All right, cool. Let's put that figure aside. Let's close this up so I can get on to the next figure, which I'm not sure which figure we're gonna unbox next, but which one do we want to unbox next? This one's a dope one. This one's cool. I don't think I'm gonna use any of the other accessories inside the box, because I mean, really, was the two swords, the kind of like, if she was like using her hand to make magic, which is cool, because there's an open palm hand where you would then put that effect on, or if you want to just use it like she's using her fist, you could put it around the fist. But I don't think she had any. Yeah, she didn't have any fists, so like, I guess they only gave you one option for one open hand and use that effect, the magic effect. And I guess you could do it on both necessarily. I guess you could. Maybe that's what I could do. Put it around both arms, and she's kind of like conjuring up magic up to both of the swords. Maybe that's what I'll do. I think that's what you can do, is put those accessories on her like open hands and then have her hold the swords, which I might do later on, but that's really cool. What is the red skull though? Jamigi, what's that red fire skull inside the package? Like, what is that? I'm curious. Like, what's with the red flame skull? All right. We could stick with the X-Men theme and go on to the 3-pack. We could just stick with the X-Men theme. I feel like that's what we should do. Or we can go on to Gambit and then go on to the 3-pack. Do we want 3-pack? Do we want to do Apocalypse, like, Gambit? Do we want to do that? I mean, I would be down to either do Apocalypse Gambit or do or do the 3-pack. I think it's just a thing Hasbro put on maybe like a summon. And you said, okay, Gambit. Oh, so we're doing, okay, let's do Gambit. All right. So, this is really, really cool. Okay, so this is a part of this is the Marvel Legends Nemesis Build-A-Figure Wave Gambit. This is the Apocalypse Gambit, which is really, really cool. I really like this a lot. I like the way it looks. I like how he has that, like, cool cape. And I mess with the, like, blue and yellow kind of suit. I mess with that. It's, like, really, really cool. I like it. I really, really like it. And I can't wait to put this Gambit up actually on my shelf. So this is really, really cool. Here's the front of the packaging right here. Here's the side profile. Real cool picture of Gambit. A comic panel picture from Gambit, which is really, really cool. Here's the back of the packaging where we have a picture of Gambit. And it tells you a little bit about Gambit. It says Gambit is sent on a mission to help correct the timeline and prevent the immortal villain Apocalypse from conquering Earth. Love that. That's really, really cool. A little bit of an insight on that, which is really, really cool about this version of Gambit. Of course, this is the Nemesis Build-A-Figure Wave. Here are the other characters that are part of the Build-A-Figure Wave. We have Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Gambit, Cyclops, Marrow, Marvel's S. Husk, and we have Fabian Quartz, which is really, really cool. So there's the other ones on the back of the box right there. So that's cool. But let's get into it. Let's get right into it. And then we have a yellow and black X up top. We have the X-Men logo, which is cool. All right. Let's open him up. There he goes. Real cool. And that's what he looks like outside of the packaging. Looks really dope. I'm not going to lie. He looks badass. I love the way this figure looks. I'm so glad that I got him. I'm so glad. You know what's funny enough to me is when I was going to Columbus for GalaxyCon, I think it was it this year? It might have been earlier this year. I think it was earlier this year. Or was it earlier? No, it was last year. It was towards the end of the year of 2024. It was last year, I want to say, because I think that was when I went to GalaxyCon, was last year. It's funny to me because I remember that's when they were dropping these figures for pre-order. I remember that. And I didn't get any from the wave. I remember that. And to have him right now is really cool. Because to have him outside of this, he actually looks really, really dope. I actually like this a lot. I think, okay, you said, hey, bro, unfortunately, I gotta go, but I'll see you later. I might be able to stop by after again, but it's not... If not, have a great weekend. Thank you. You too. Thank you, Marvel, for coming in here. I was reading Factor X issue 69. Okay, cool. That's what's up. But yeah, I do like this Gambit. He comes with one flicking card hand, which is dope. He doesn't come with any cards, but I actually have a couple of cards that I could actually give him. I know that my X-Men 97 Gambit has cards that I gave him, but he also has a shooting card hand. I'm actually put the shooting card hand on that accessory, and I might actually take that deck of cards that I gave him in his other hand and give it to this Gambit. He does not come with a deck of cards, which is a shame because he has a card throwing hand. You said Muir Islands Saga. Okay, Iceland. Okay, cool. All right, let's get him out. He comes with 2 fists, 1 shooting card hand, and he comes with 1 open hand for his staff, which is cool, like a closed grip hand for his staff. So 2 fists, 1 card throwing hand, and then a holding hand for his staff, which is cool. And he comes for the Build-A-Figure. He has the leg of Nemesis. Was it Marvel's Nemesis? So he has the leg to the Build-A-Figure, which is okay. I'm not building this Build-A-Figure because for me to do that, I'd have to get 3 characters I have no clue who the hell are, which of course is Marrow, and Marvel's S. and also Fabian Quartz. I'd have to get them, which I don't care to. So yeah, I'm not going to be getting those. So this Build-A-Figure piece is probably just going to sit in the box. And I'm not going to put the fists on because I don't want the fist accessory because, again, like I said, I have cards that Gambit can hold. So I actually am going to do that. I'm going to be doing it probably when I go home. I might take the X-Men 97 card shooting hand and give it to the other Gambit, and then take the deck of cards and give it to this Gambit. So I will be doing that when I go home tomorrow. But like I said, his cape does come off. His cape is removable. I will not be doing that, though. I do like how the cape looks. And the cape looks very Wiccan. Because it's like to the side, and it's like a short cape. So it looks very Wiccan, which is actually pretty cool. I do like the cape a lot. And this is just a really dope figure, in my personal opinion. I think it's a really, really good looking figure. Like I said, his staff is right here. His bow staff. Which is dope. So I think I'm just going to have him like this, to be honest. And then when I give him the deck of cards to like throw, I think I'm going to have him like that. Like throwing the cards out. Because I can fit the cards directly right in between his fingers right here. As you guys can see, he has the card throwing hand. And you can open it and put the cards in. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Or have him hold the cards and do like that. So I do like that. He has a card throwing hand, which is dope. He can look all the way down, which is good. So like, chin to chest? He can do that. He can look halfway up. He can't look all the way up. I don't think he can look up at all, actually. Yeah, he can. He can look a little bit up. He can look up a little bit, which is good. Like I said, I don't buy Marvel Legends or figures for articulation. I just buy them because they look dope. And I just pose them once and I put them up on my shelf. So if you're looking into this unboxing that I'm going to go fully all into detail of the articulation and stuff, I usually don't do that. I mainly get it for the look of the figure and just like I said, just for collecting purposes and stuff like that. So yeah. But yeah, pretty good grip on the bow staff too. I will say that. It doesn't like slide out all the way. It's like a pretty good grip on there. So that's nice. Unlike the X-Men 97 one, that one like it like slides a lot sometimes, which sucks, but yeah. He has an ab crunch, which is cool. Thigh swivel, as you guys can see, thigh swivel right there. Ab crunch, as you guys can see. I'm going to make him lean forward. Or let's do that, the ab crunch. He has his ab crunch, which is cool. So, yeah. This is a W figure. I do like it. I'm excited to, like, actually, like... I don't know where I'm going to put him, too, because I don't have any of the other... I don't have any of the other Apocalypse characters from that comic storyline. So, I don't know... who else I would get or what other actually, if I'm correct, I think they have I don't know if it's Psylocke and Wolverine from the Age of Apocalypse, like Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before, and I believe it's in a 2-pack. I could be wrong. I know they have other Age of Apocalypse figures I've come across. I think, if I'm thinking of the right Cyclops, I think it's the Age of Apocalypse Cyclops. I've come across him at Ollie's. I think that's the one that kind of has like the eye, as like he has like one eye or something. It's like weird. If I'm thinking of the right version of Cyclops. But yeah, I do like, I feel like this is the only one I really like though. So I think he's just going to be like a mixture in all my other mixture of X-Men characters. I might just put him in there. Or he might just even be on my miscellaneous shelf. But this is dope, though. This is cool. I do like it. I like the color. Really nice red. It's showing it brighter up on my screen. It's definitely not that bright of a red, the cape. But it is nice. I love the blue. A little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow, which is cool. As you guys can kind of see, which... if it wants to zoom in, which it wants to be weird half the time and not cooperate my webcam. But this is a good looking figure. I'm very glad that I got him. Not much to him, like I said, not many accessories, but he is a really, really cool looking figure. So I'm very happy with it. And he looks very like he looks like he's been through the apocalypse. So I do like it. I do like him a lot. So I'm excited to get those cards in his hands whenever I get home and put them up on the shelf. And I do like how they give you an option to remove his cape if you want to remove the cape. So that's also cool. So that is, again, the Marvel Legends Nemesis Build-A-Figure Wave Gambit. So that's really, really cool. Let's put him aside, and let's get on to the next figure. So let's move this over here, and this over here. All right, we have 4 figures left. Technically, if you want to get technical with it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 figures left. If you want to count the figures that are actually in the box. I'm counting the boxes themselves. Because there's 3 figures in the 1 3-pack that I got. So which figures? I feel like we kind of should stick with the X-Men theme. So I think we should go on to the the 3-pack, the X-Men 60th anniversary 3-pack with Jubilee, Storm, and Forge. And the Uncanny X-Men suits, which I am tempted to get that Wolverine now. Jimmy, if you're still in here, bro, let me know where I can actually get my hands on that Wolverine, and where he is the cheapest. I believe he's cheapest on Amazon. I could be wrong. I believe they also have him on Walmart.com. But let me know, because maybe I'll buy him tonight. Maybe. I don't know. I might buy him tonight. I hate that head sculpt, so I will be putting on a different head sculpt off of one of my multiple other Wolverine figures, but I will be probably getting that figure. I was thinking about putting the 97 head on that figure. I was thinking about it. I have yet to decide if I want to do that, but I'm thinking that's probably not a bad idea. We're just going to go with it. We're going to go with the X-Men theme since we unboxed already 2 X-Men characters. But we are going to be going on to, like I said, the 60th anniversary X-Men Marvel Legends 3-pack with Jubilee, Forge, and also Storm. So we're going to be doing that. Here is the front of the box. Really, really cool. I do like the box a lot. Like I said, I got this for $45. Not bad at all. So I think that's a pretty good deal. Here's the side of the box. A real cool picture from Uncanny X-Men with Forge, Storm, and Jubilee. Really, really cool, as you guys can tell right there. I do like that a lot, that picture. Here is the back of the box with the accessories that they do have. Storm has 2 shooting lightning hand accessories, which is really, really cool. 2 fists, and it looks like she also comes with 2 open hands. So that's cool. Unless the lightning can attach to the 2 open hands. Maybe those aren't just separate hands. Maybe those are just lightning effects that go on each finger. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. We won't know until we open it. So technically, she could have 3 sets of hand accessories: fists, shooting lightning hands, and open hands. That just to do her like that. But I'm thinking the lightning accessories go on her open hands. We have Forge's gun, and we have Forge with the gun accessory hands and 2 fist hands, and then we have Jubilee with a kind of like effect piece that she's kind of like making fireworks. So they kind of like a firework effect piece, and she also comes with a closed fist, open hands, and another open hands, and she also comes with, I think, her glasses that go on separate. Or there's 2 head sculpts. I'm not quite too sure. We'll see what the accessory she has. And like I said, there's a nice panel picture with all 3 of them on the side right there. So that's also cool. But let's get right into it. I'm excited to open this. I'm so happy I waited to open these for today's stream. Like I said, I think every week I'm going to try to get a Marvel Legend to open it on stream. I kind of like the idea of that. It kind of gives us something like we could talk while I'm opening stuff. And I just find it just a fun thing to do, and it keeps us busy, and it keeps you guys entertained instead of us trying to find videos each time. So I do like this kind of method of doing, the chill streams and stuff, is us just unboxing figures. It's not a bad idea. So that's cool. That's inside the box. You open it up, and they're right there. There's all their accessories. They slid right out. Let's just get it out. Let me get these out. Here's Forge. Here's Jubilee. Here is Storm. Alright. Cool. Dope. I am glad that I got this 3-pack. All right, 666. Let's put the box down there. Grab these accessories that I dropped. They just came straight out of the box. All right, let's see what we get in accessory bag number 1, and then we'll kind of get into the figures. Okay, so Forge's gun. We got Forge's gun and 2 hand accessories, which they are the fist accessories. It's right there. Forge's gun, which is dope. It looks like a Chitauri gun. That's actually really cool. I do like that. That's sick. So that's cool. We will not be using the fists. I think we are going to be using him holding the gun with 2 hands. Unless we think we should make him hold the gun very Winter Soldier style like this. And he has his fist like that or something. I don't know. What should we do? Like 2 gun holding hands, or him holding the big gun 1 hand? What do we like? They wear those suits in X Factor issue 69. Thank you, Jamiggy. Thank you for the insight. I appreciate you, bro, as always. Being the Wikipedia to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anytime I got a comic question, I love talking to you about it. Because like I said, sometimes I don't have time to read comics, and sometimes I don't know everything, and I will admit that I don't know everything in the comics, but you know what I mean? You come in clutch, bro. You come in clutch with the knowledge that you have. Okay, there we go. This second bag is Jubilees. So we have an accessory that the hand is bent. Oh, please tell me this isn't. Okay, we're good. All right, so we have Jubilee's hands. Like her fist accessories or hand accessories are like small. The fist ones. Like, damn. That's a small fist. Okay. They wear, you said 1 hand. Okay, so him, okay, bet. That's going to look hard. Him like that. Okay, so we'll do it like that. Need to read X Factor issue 72. Okay. You need to read X Factor, or me? I need to read X Factor issue 72. Or you said I need to read. Okay. I didn't see the I. Okay, so we have 2 effect pieces. Or is this 1? No, we have 2 firework effect pieces for Jubilee, which is cool. I love the color. These would be good. These would be great to use with Psylocke. These like purplish pink. I actually F with those a lot. That's actually cool. Okay. All right. I need to. Okay. Okay, so Jubilee comes with 2 head sculpts, 2 fists, 2 firework effect accessory pieces, and she comes with the blowing bubble, like her blowing like a bubble, like a bubble gum head sculpt, which is dope. Her blowing a bubble like she's blowing gum. That's so sick. That's so sick they did that. I wanted to zoom in. It's probably not going to. But that's actually fire. That's fire. I'm going to have to like delete. Wait a second, guys. Let me delete the webcam. So that way it actually, you can actually see it. It's like really annoying me. That's being weird. I don't like that, how it's doing that. That's the one thing I hate about my webcam, is that it gives me shit and it's so annoying. And other YouTubers like Dan Who has these issues where like things don't like fully zoom in. Now, mind you, I don't know if he has a webcam. I assume it's a webcam, but maybe it probably might not be a webcam. I honestly don't know, but he has those issues too, where like things aren't wanting to cooperate. And in this case, things aren't wanting to cooperate. It wants to be weird. Let me delete that. Sorry, guys. I want it to look perfect while I'm doing this. All right, cool. Now let's try it now. There we go. her blowing a bubble from bubblegum. That's fire. Really, really cool. All right. Okay, so that's what Jubilee comes with. We did that. We did Forge. 2-fist gun, Jubilee, 2 firework accessories, 2 fists, and a bubble gum, blowing bubble, blowing bubble head, which is cool. Okay, so Storm comes with okay, wow, I was correct. Okay, this is actually really dope. I'm glad they did this. She comes with 2 fists, 2 fist accessories, which is cool. Don't want to mix those up. I don't want to mix those up, so we're going to keep them separate. Okay. Cool. And she comes with 2 open hands with her shooting lightning out of her fingertips. So 2 open palm hands with her shooting lightning out of her fingertips. That's really, really dope. I'm going to be using these because that's really cool. So let's put these back in. Let's put the fists back in for a Storm because I'm not going to be using those. Or maybe I should make her use 1. And then maybe 1 where she's not. So maybe 1 shooting. I don't know. We'll decide what we want to do. Guys, what should we do with Storm? Should we make her use 2 of the open palm lightning shooting hands? Or 1 open palm with... and then another one with her shooting lightning. What should we do? I need suggestions. What are we doing? Oh shit, I missed something too. I think these are Jubilee. Okay, so I think that's Jubilees. This is Storms. Storm. Okay, these are Storms. All right. Jubilees. And also, I missed Jubilee's visor. That didn't come out. Her sunglasses. She has her glasses, which is dope. She has her little shades, which I didn't even see that. So she has her shades, too. You said Jubilee figure is awesome. I want a new one through with the double jointed elbows. I'd really like her vampire version of Jean Grey, of her Gen X version. Can't wait. Okay. I like her vampire version of her Gen X version. Can't wait. Okay. In issue 269 or of X-Men. Okay. First appearance of Gambit in that comic. Okay, that's dope. So I didn't realize, because I was wondering where her glasses were. I thought they were going to be, her sunglasses were going to be actually on the head sculpt she has now on her, but they're not. It's actually, it was in the bag with the other head accessory. So this is cool. These glasses are actually pretty sick. I'm just trying to put them on just to see what they look like. I might do it like that. Maybe have her not wear them, but kind of be up. So that's dope. I think I'm gonna have them like that. Maybe I'll make her use the head where she's blowing a bubble. Maybe I'll do that. I'm not sure. That's also when Storm was de-aged. Okay. Okay, so here's Storm. This Storm figure actually looks dope. I'm not gonna lie. This Storm figure is clean. So we're gonna unbox Storm first. Really, really cool. Like I said, she has 2 open palm hands on right now. So it can be like, I think I might have her doing this. Like she's summoning lightning. I think I'm going to do her like that. But this is a cool figure. So there's Storm. Really, really cool. With the 2 open palm hands. Like I said, I don't know if I should have her where she's doing like lightning. And then like do like that, like she has lightning coming out of her fingertips and one of the hands accessories, and then maybe one that's not. Or maybe I should have her with both of the lightning. Or I think I kind of want her being like this. I'm not sure. What should I do? Have her looking up summoning lightning, or maybe one hand summoning lightning and then she does it like that? How should I do it? Oh, what's up, Shane? How's it going? Just got in. Sounds like you're unboxing one of the training suit 3 packs. Yes, yes, sir. Yeah, the Uncanny X-Men 3 pack with Storm, Jubilee, and Forge. I got it for like 45 bucks. So yeah, I do like this Storm. Dope Storm. Um, Here is Jubilee. Dope Jubilee outfit. Dope. Yeah, this is dope. This Jubilee's cool. I might make her use her shades on this one. I don't know. I don't know. Should we do the bubblegum blow? Bubble head, blowing bubble head with the glasses, or should we just do not that head and we just give her the shades on the one that we have right here, this one? Because this is what she looks like. I do like this one. Summoning lightning. Okay, summoning lightning. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. But that's what this Jubilee looks like without the blowing bubble. And this is what she looks like with the shades on. So which Jubilee head sculpt should we use? I don't know. I kind of like the blowing bubble. Because it's either I keep the shades on like this for this one. Or we can do it where we keep this head sculpt on, but we have the shades up. So what do we like? What do we like? It's not straight, the shades on her head, but you know. There we go. That's cool. That's good. And again, of course, it starts to not zoom in as I pull the figure away. Come on, zoom in. There we go. What do we like? What do we like? Let me know. Because we could do the shades on top of her head without her blowing the bubble, or shades on without blowing the bubble, or the head sculpt where she has the shades up blowing the bubble, or shades down blowing the bubble. Which one do we like? I just got in. Okay, you read that. Summoning lightning. So we're going to have Storm summoning lightning. Okay, so we're going to have her hands up summoning lightning. So let's take... let's keep going. Let's get to the Forge, and then we'll start putting the accessories on. So let's get the Forge, because this is the Forge. I just want to make sure. Okay, this is Storms. Jubilee, let's put that right here. Storms we'll put right here. Jubilee we'll put there. Okay, we'll do that. See, this is, yeah, this is... All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right. This is Forge, which he looks sick. This Forge looks cool. I'm glad I got this 3-pack. I've come across this 3-pack a couple of times now, and I'm just glad that I got him. He actually looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's pretty sick. So this is Forge. He looks good. Dope figure. Like I said, we're going to do it where, like, Jamigi, you said have a gun in one of his hands. So he's, like, hands up. So we're going to do that with him. And he does not. He comes with, like I said, he comes with 2 fists. So we'll make him use a fist in the right, in the right hand. We'll put the fist on the right arm. We'll start with him, because we kind of opened him last, so we'll start with him. So let's do that. Or no, gun. We're gonna do the gun in. Yeah, we're gonna do the. Yeah, we're gonna do the gun in the right hand, on the right arm. So let's get this gun. Fire. Okay. Hmm. I don't know if I like that. All right, this is cool. All right, sorry guys, I was kind of like messing with the gun, not really paying attention. Alrighty, we're gonna kind of have him like that. The weird thing is that his it like wants to go across the chest. It's very hard for him to make the gun go up and down because it's like bicep only wants to. It doesn't want to go straight up and down like this, holding the gun. It kind of wants to just go almost like that. It like doesn't want to go all the way, which is a little bit weird. Okay, let's try that now, maybe? That might be as good as it's gonna get. It's gonna look really weird. Let me do it inwards. Like maybe make the gun go like that. There we go. It's gonna have to go like that if I'm gonna do it. Like the gun's gonna have to be on the inside of the arm. So it's gonna have to look like this. Or like this, like that. Almost. I wish you'd be able to reach over and kind of do it like... Yeah, we'll just do it on the inside of the arm. That's the only way it's going to work. Which isn't bad. Like, that's not bad at all. But his hand wants to, like, move around. It's not very stiff. But, yeah, maybe I'll make him like that. It's going to have to be on the inside the gun. But it is what it is. It's just going to have to look like this. And be on the inside of the arm. So it's going to look like that. And he's going to have, like, his fist in his other hands. Or the fist accessory on the left arm. So let's do that. If he has a fist accessory for the... Yeah, he does. Okay, good. I'm glad they gave him a fist accessory for both his left and also right arm. Alright, cool. Alright, that's pretty good. It's either I do it like this, or I do it on the in. I think on the inside it looks a bit better. I'm probably going to have to mess with it a bit more. Because it's a little bit weird if the gun was like, I guess like that. But then again, I think that's how it would be, wouldn't it? It would be on the inside, not the outside anyways. It wouldn't be on the outside of the arm. It'd be on the inside of the arm. So I guess this looks pretty accurate on how I want it to look. Yeah, this looks sick. Okay, yeah, this actually looks dope. That's how I'm going to have him. That's actually clean. Okay, I got it. We got it. We fixed it. He looks good. He looks good. So that's how he's going to look on my shelf. So that's how I'm going to have him. Summoning lightning. Okay. Read that. All right, so Forge is done. That's how he's going to be posed on my shelf. Looks really dope. So that's done. So we're going to put these other accessories away because we do not need them. So we're going to put his open gun hand away, and we're also going to put his other fist away. His right fist away because he's using his right gun hand to hold the gun. Alrighty, so then for Storm, like you said, we want to do Summoning Lightning, so we're going to take these hands off, these open hands, Take those off. Come on. Okay, I want to be careful. Those were a little bit stiff. I think this figure was sitting up on the shelf for quite some time. So I want to be very, very careful. I do not want to break this figure. That would suck. Snap these on. Yeah, this is a little bit. That's why you heat up your Marvel Legends, people. I've heard people do that. I'm not one of those people that do that, but I'm about to start doing it because sometimes when you get a new Marvel Legend, it can be very stiff when you try to put the accessories on. But okay, so either A, we make it where she's looking up, summoning lightning. So it could be like that, which I want to be very careful. I do not want to break this figure. Or we do her, I think I might do her like this. Maybe not summoning per se, but kind of like... Okay, that's probably how I'm going to do it. Alright, I think I'm just going to have her like that. Something pretty simple, but also at the same time, I feel like this just looks cool. I might actually put her up on, maybe up on a stand, and have her kind of like doing like this. Hey, Shane, these figures are great. Yeah, I'm really glad I got these figures. But I think I'm going to have Storm like this. Shooting lightning like that. I think I'm going to have her like that. And I'm trying to get a good zoom in for you guys. Hopefully I can do so if it wants to cooperate. But yeah, I'm going to have her like that. Kind of shooting the lightning. Like so. So that's how I'm going to have her. I was going to have her like just going looking up, but she can only look up so far. Unfortunately, she can only look up so far, and I don't know how good that necessarily would look. Okay, they do. Okay, those do go out pretty far. Okay. All right. All right. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, this actually looks pretty dope. Okay. Never mind. This actually did work. Because I was like, her shoulders don't go back all the way. So she's kind of like, it was like this for a minute. I was like, I wanted to spread out and do that. But I did fix it. It does look like she's doing that. Okay, so this actually looks dope. So I might just keep her like that. She can't look up all the way. But it doesn't look terrible. Do we like that? And because I was going to do those too. So like put her up on a stand and kind of go like that or something. I don't know. And then she was going to be like summoning lightning. Do we like that or no? Oh, Jamigio, you weren't in here. Okay. You probably want to go eat or go do something. Okay. Do we like this? Do we like her like that? Or should we do her like looking and then maybe going like that? I kind of like this. I like that. This is probably how I'm going to have her. Just like summoning lightning in one hand and shooting it in the other. I'm probably going to do that. That's pretty hard. So we'll keep her like that. I got to pose her when I get home. But that's how I'm going to have Storm. So we'll put these open hands away. We don't need them anymore. So we'll do that. I'm actually just going to fold this up because these are hers. Her fists. She did get a pair of fists. I hope these are the right fists, though. I actually got to check because Jubilee's... I gotta see which ones are whose, because I kind of mixed them up, which I'm a little bit annoyed that I did. I think these are Storms, if I'm correct. And if I'm wrong, I guess it is what it is, I guess. But I think that's accurate. I think these are Storm's hands. So we're gonna put those in there. We're gonna put these in here. We'll close this up. Guys, which figures are we unboxing next after I'm done with Jubilee? Let's kind of get that known, which ones we want to unbox next. Okay, so Storm, Forge. Do we want to unbox Iron Spider next? Do we want to unbox Ironheart, or do we want to unbox Bruce Banner? Which one? Which one are we unboxing? This is Forge. That right there. Jamigi, I got the Forge gun right. It took me a minute, but I got Forge's gun the way I wanted it to. This is how he's going to look. Or his hand was fine a minute ago. It likes to be weird. Yeah. That's how Forge is going to look on the shelf. So that's dope. Ironheart, okay. Ironheart. Oh, it's okay. We're going to unbox Ironheart then. All right, dope. All right, let's put Forge right there. What are we doing for Jubilee? What are we doing? I'm going to have her with the open hands, and we're going to put these accessories on. I know that for a fact. I think I'm going to do both, too. Give me a minute, guys, while I try to get these on. Okay, I got that one on. Dope. I hate these things that Hasbro does. Okay. All right, that's okay. Okay, so I got that one. Dope. Cool. Cool. Okay, so I got one hand accessory on Jubilee already, so that's good. You said I love that Forge figure, underrated. Yeah, X-Men member. Yeah, he is an underrated X-Men member. Like I said, when his episodes came up, I didn't really care for him. But when I saw this pack, I was like, you know what? I was like, he would be a cool one to get, so let me just get him. Facts. Which X-Men members you like that have guns? Forge, Bishop, Cable. Oh, I think Bishop. I really do like Bishop. So that was a cool one. I was actually happy to get. But Cable. I think Cable, out of like kind of like the sort of side X-Men characters like Cable, Forge, Bishop, I think they're like side X-Men. I think the Cable Marvel Legends, the Capcom Cable, is fire. I love that figure. The Capcom Cable is fire. He can build anything he wants. Exactly. Forge is cool because he can build anything he wants. I've started to know that. Like I said, I didn't know much about Forge until '97. I really didn't know much. I wasn't a big watcher of the '90s series. X-Men. I wasn't really a big watcher of it. I really didn't care for it as much. To me, it felt like there was a lot of filler. A part of the old X-Men show. I like '97 way better. Way better. But this is how I'm going to have Jubilee. I know that for a fact. I'm going to have her like this. Yeah, I'm going to have her like that almost. Yeah, I think this is cool. I think I'm going to have Jubilee like this, which is cool. I do like that. I think I'm going to have her like that. Now, do I want her to be using, like, blowing the bubble? I feel like that's very Jubilee to be blowing the bubble, but I don't know. What should we do? Blowing bubble Jubilee head sculpt or no blowing bubble Jubilee head sculpt? Which one? I saw I saw a good moment of the '90s show. Okay. You said same. So underrated for references and stuff. Okay. Which your favorite episode alternate? Okay. Man, I want to see X Factor. Okay. In '97, maybe we will. Out. You said, "Ooh, cool Jubilee. Thank you. I want to see X Force." Okay. Blowing bubble. So blowing bubble head sculpt. Okay. Okay. Glasses on or glasses up? Which one? Glasses on or glasses up? Come on. Did this pop on? Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, it's on. It's on. Cool, cool, cool. Cool. All right. So blowing bubble Jubilee head sculpt. Cool. That's kind of funny though. I don't know. I feel like she needs the. Okay, so if we're gonna use the blowing bubble Jubilee head sculpt. Okay, wait a second. Blowing bubble Jamaica. I haven't seen I haven't seen the '90s show in a while, so I don't know. I want to rewatch it later this year. Which X Force alternate '90s or 2000s? Glasses on. Which Deadpool? Okay, so the question is that if we are gonna do this, if we are gonna do this version of Jubilee, which again, why isn't my thing wanting to work? If we are gonna do this one, I feel like it's weird to have her be shooting beams while blowing a bubble. So we gotta figure out what will be a normal look because I feel like this looks weird. I feel like she'd have to just be like chilling if she's gonna be blowing bubble while fighting crime, doing her thing. I don't know. I mean, this don't look. Actually, it doesn't look that half that bad. I thought it would be a little bit weird, but it does not look half bad. Okay, okay. I think that what, this might be how we have her then. This might be how we have her then. It's actually not half bad. Blowing a bubble, and firing beams at people. Okay. Wait, what? The one with Deadpool, that X-Force. So that's the one with Archangel. Oh, okay. Baddie, question mark. That gum gonna get stuck in her throat if she chews it while fighting. Well, that's what I'm saying is that it's a little bit weird to kind of have her blowing bubbles like shooting beams. Now, what would work is if I have her just with her, just kind of like with her open hands, sitting normally on my shelf, blowing a bubble, while Forge and Storm are above her shooting. That would be cool. That would be sick. But I kind of like the idea of maybe her just kind of doing this, or maybe one hand up. So it'd be like this. Or do we like this? Kind of like her doing this? Do we like that? Which one do we like? Her shooting like this or her shooting both outwards? Which one do we like more? Which one do we like? Now, mind you guys, I am going to mess with this a bit when I go home. Like, I'm going to mess with it. But I feel like this works good. I kind of like this. Wolverine, Gambit, Jubilee, Storm, Beast, and Deadpool are my fave X-Men members. I like that. You like this? Okay, then we might keep her like that. Yo, your fig says ETA of Wednesday. Let's go. Let's go. Wednesday. So literally Ides Day. Okay, so Thursday. Or okay, so Friday I think we want to get together, right, Troy? Are we getting together Friday or Thursday? I think you said Thursday you're golfing. I think that's what you told me. All right. All right, I don't want to mess with this for too long. Okay, we're gonna have her like this. This is how we're gonna have her. I gotta fix this though, because this one's a little bit weird. So I do gotta fix these, but I'll worry about that later. That looks cool. I'm done with her. I am gonna put these fists away. I think these are I don't even know. I don't think it matters, to be honest. They're kind of like, it sucks because I got Jubilee and Storm's fists mixed up, and it's like I can't tell which one belongs to who. I think they're the same size fists. I think they're just carbon copies, like duplicates, because their hands are so small. I don't think it matters, to be honest. I don't even think it matters. No Way Home Electro W, yes sir. What figure? No Way Home Electro. We can do either day. I'm fine with. Okay, okay. No Way Home Electro. Yeah, I'm down to do either. We could do Thursday. That's fine. It's not a big deal. We could do Thursday because Wednesday is when I'm going to be doing IDs. So, yeah, that works. And also, yeah, I rescheduled work. I work on Monday now. So Tuesday I'm going to be doing the Pulse stream. Alright. Let's get to Ironheart, shall we? We're going to be going on to Ironhearts. Let me just put this in here. These bags. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Put the accessory bags back in. I have a... Okay, you said, bye, have a good night. Bye, Jamigi. Oh, Jamigi, you're leaving. Good night, bro. Good night. Have a good night, Jamigi. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Yeah, have a good weekend. Alright, we're going to unbox Ironheart. Sorry, guys, that it's taking me too long. I'm sorry that, I thought I kind of rambled on about my story and stuff. Kind of like my situation of me getting these and kind of like story time. So sorry I kind of rambled. I know a lot of people are leaving, but I appreciate everybody for staying. And hopefully I'm not boring people. So, alright. We are going to be unboxing Ironheart next, and I think was it Iron Spider and Bruce Banner? I am actually going to be unboxing for Patreon. I think that's what I'm going to do because like it's already 10:48, so I'm going to do one last unboxing. So in total, we got through 3 figures, and I'm going to be unboxing Ironheart here. So that way I can do the MCU ones for Patreon. I think that will be very entertaining. To drop over on Patreon, so that's what I'm gonna do. But Ironheart's the last one I'm gonna do. Of course, this is what she looks like right here, and outside like with the packaging, it looks really really good. The packaging and just Ironheart looks dope. This comic Ironheart. Of course, this is the Build-A-Figure Urza Major. I don't know who the hell that is. But it says Marvel Legends series, Riri Williams Ironheart. So there's the packaging right there on the front. Here's the side panel of Ironheart. Here's the other side panel of Ironheart. Really, really good. And it has the Ironheart logo up top. So that's really, really cool. Here's the back of the box. A little bit of insight on Riri Williams up top. It says Ironheart, certified super genius Riri Williams turns dorm room project into a high-tech, high-flying suit of armor and becomes a force of good. Love that. That's actually cool. That's actually really cool and very accurate to what they did in Wakanda Forever with Riri Williams of building kind of a lot of her stuff in her dorm room and stuff. So it's very comic accurate. So I do love that. So it's cool. Reading the chat, you said... oh, you got Ironheart sick. You get her online. No, I actually got her at I got her at was it First and Goal. I went back for her. I was like, you know what? I don't have to wait. I'll just go buy her now. So that way I didn't have to wait until shipping and all that stuff. So I was like, let's just buy her. I don't know why, but today I witnessed the worst Ironheart slander and hate online today. That's sad. It's sad. That's sad. Crazy. These fans are so rude and racist, and I doubt they even read the comics. They definitely don't. They definitely don't. They don't. Or even bother to, like, even if they're not reading, won't even bother to, like, watch stuff online to even know that this isn't just some woke thing. This is an actual character in the comics. So they're not even doing their research online to know anything, to know that this isn't just some Disney thing that they're doing. It's an actual character in the comics. You said peak 100%. That art, you said that the at figure looks awesome. The art, you said that figure looks awesome. Thank you, man. I think it looks great. The art on the side looks sick. I think it looks sick. The box looks cool. And just that little bit of an insight on Riri is so cool on the back of the box. All right, let's get into it though. Let's open this figure up. I'm excited. And for anybody wondering, this figure is definitely going on my Iron Man shelf. So, all right. Cool. All right, sick. Here she is out of the box, and she looks good too. This looks dope. I'm tempted to see, this sucks because I want to have the Riri Williams actual head sculpt on, but I love the Iron Man mask on this figure. She comes with 2 smoke effects and 2 head sculpts. The Iron Man, the head, head sculpt, and her face showing. It comes with 2 open repulsor hands and 2 fists. I'm going to be using the repulsor hands, of course. Or maybe, if anything, I'll use 1 repulsor hand, 1 fist down. What do you guys prefer? 2 repulsor hands or 1 repulsor hand, a fist down, so she'll be like this? And which one do you prefer? Head sculpt on, like the normal head sculpt of her face showing, or the Iron Man head sculpt? Which should we use? I'm curious what we should do. But let's get her out. This is what she looks like, of course, right there. Really, really cool, as you guys can see. This looks dope. It comes with a lot of accessories. Of course, there's the Build-A-Figure piece right there. Not going to be using that, but the figure looks dope. I will say that. The figure looks fire. You said Ironheart even appeared in the worst Spider-Man show for season 3. Okay. Which Spider-Man show is that? Marvel 2017 Spider-Man? Is that Ultimate Spider-Man? Is that the Drake Bell one? If that is, I actually like Ultimate Spider-Man. It's not bad. It's not that bad. One repulsor with her face showing and her holding the Iron Man helmet. Fire. Holding the Ironheart helmet. Brilliant idea, bro. Brilliant idea. That's what we're doing. Not a bad idea. Great call, Ultra Nerd. That's actually a great call. You said that's not Ultimate Spider-Man show. That's not Ultimate Spider-Man. What's the 2017 Spider-Man show? What show is that? Let me know. I'm actually curious. Because I think I might know the one you're talking about. Ultimate Spider-Man is 2010. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, that one's trash. Troy, I think Ultra Nerd is talking about the Spider-Man show that you liked. I forget what it was called, but I think he's talking about that one you liked. I did not like that show. I know exactly the one you're talking about. I think I know the one you're talking about. All right. Let's do this. I want to do what Ultra Nerd said because I actually like that idea. All right. This figure feels awesome. I just want to clarify that. I love the way this figure looks. Before we get into anything, I put her repulsor hand on. Look how sick this figure looks. I just want to clarify that. This figure looks so clean and so cool. I love it. I love it a lot. It feels so nice. It feels like one of those older, like the paint feels like my mini Iron Man up there, which we can't see, but it feels like that, like the material. It's Marvel Spider-Man. Okay, what? I'm not gonna lie, the lore went deep in the later seasons, and they got MJ in it, but it's still not good. Yeah, I didn't like the animation. I thought it looked shit and cheap, to be honest. That fig looks so cool. It feels amazing. This figure's dope. Dope. All right, let's take the head sculpt off. Let's put Riri's head on real quick. All right, sick. Got her head on. Cool, cool, cool. I like this Riri Williams head sculpt too. This actually looks good. It actually looks good, and it's pissing me off. My webcam don't want to zoom in, but the head sculpt looks really, really good. It looks good, and again, you can kind of see it. Like I said, sorry guys, my webcam's being weird. But yeah, this looks good. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's turn her like that. Make her do this. Repulsor. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's make her hold the helmet. Let's do that. That figure was cool. Fire figure, 100% fire figure. The hair details go crazy. Yes, they do. Yeah, they do. You can see the detail on the hair, which is very, very, very nice. All right, let me get another open hands out so she can hold the helmet. Let's make her use the repulsor beam. Cool. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get it to look good for you guys. All right, cool. Let's put this on. All right. Sick. This actually looks really sick. Okay, so that can't bend very much. Does this one maneuver or no? This one does not. All right, so we'll have to have her like... I don't know. It's weird, but there is no bending. There's no wrist bending thing. Like there's no like wrist bent or like articulation. So it's kind of like, which sucks because it like honestly just wants her to do the repulsor, but you can't like mess around with the wrist. There is no wrist articulation. So I don't know how she's gonna hold the helmet unless I put like the fist on. So I don't know. I really don't know how she's gonna be able to hold this helmet, which sucks because that's a great idea. You know what? Maybe let's try the fist one. Let's just try it. Let's put that back on because that one like there is fist articulation for that. So I don't know. So let's try that. Okay. Yeah, it sucks. There's no. I love the idea of her holding the helmet. Okay, that might work. I just would have to... It's going to be one of those things where I have to balance it very carefully for it to work. Like, very carefully. Which Marvel Legends fig you know has the worst articulation? I don't know. Or which Marvel Legends fig that you know or own that has the worst articulation? Let's think that through. I have a lot. But that comes to mind. I want to say it is probably... I'm going to say the new Iron Man I got. Only because you can't like... There is no ab crunch. There is no articulation at the waist or the upper torso because they put the light in. Now, it's a pros and cons. but I would say that has the worst, because if it wasn't that figure, I would say it was the Black Widow from Infinity War, because the arms are very weird. Like it's almost like she can't even like it's very limited in the arms. But I would say definitely maybe probably the Iron Man I just got from the Infinity War 3 pack. Probably. Like I said, it's going to have to balance, but this will work. But it's going to be a balance game. I just got to be very, very careful. You know what I could actually do? I probably could I might actually I would say no, I can't glue it. I don't want to glue it cuz I would like I might be able to put something sticky here where like it would work. Her holding the helmet. I mean, it's not gonna stay. It's not gonna stay. But this is what the figure looks like. It's not gonna stay, but they did have to sacrifice that, or the light, I guess. Yeah, they did. They had to sacrifice it. But this is what the fig looks like with the repulsor and everything. I just wish I tried to get it where like she'd be able to hold her mask, but it's not wanting to do that. Like she's just not able to do that. You know what I could try to do though? Hmm. Okay, this works, but you kind of can't. There we go. There we go. I got it. I got it. I got it. There we go. Okay, I got it. I'm very, very happy. I did it. I got it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I got it to work. I'm very, very happy I got this to work. Let's go. All right. I really want to get a zoom in for you guys. I really need to like redo my webcam again because it's being weird. Let's go though. I actually, let me delete my webcam so I can get the zoom in. I need to get the zoomed in. Oh damn, I didn't want to do that. All right, we're getting to the end of the stream anyways. It's not a big deal. I just deleted my border, but it's not a big deal. We'll let's do webcam. I should have just clicked the webcam. I don't know why I didn't do that. Remove, add webcam. All right. All right. All right. Cool, 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 cool. All right. I'm actually going to add the border back because that's actually going to frustrate me. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute. That's actually really annoying. I don't know why I did that. All right. All right. No, 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 no. It's not. I don't want to move that. Don't want to move that. Don't want to move this. I love this. I love when this happens. There we go. All right. All right. That was really annoying me. Okay, this should zoom in now. I did all that for nothing. It's not zooming in. You guys get the gist. It looks good. Let's go. W's, because I'm so glad that I got it to work. That's how she's going to go up on my shelf. Mind you, once I get it there, like, it's not going to stay there when I do that. But when I put it down, it'll stay in her hand. So that's W. I'm glad that's where we get to end it. End the chill stream with that, because that, like, took me a minute to get. It was very, very frustrating. So I take that as a win to kind of end the chill stream on that note. Because I actually have some other figures I need to unbox. I gotta unbox the Bruce Banner and Iron Man and like Iron Spider, which I am gonna do for Patreon, and I'm actually gonna make that one video. So that's actually will work perfectly. But I just want to say thank you for everybody coming in tonight's chill stream. I know I started a little bit late. I started around like 8:30 ish, which it wasn't that late, but I kind of spent half that time telling my story time and kind of like telling you guys what I have coming up this week. in terms of content, but also figures that you could expect that to be coming up on Friday. Um, Let me know, guys. Do you guys want there to be like a certain amount of like figures I should unbox here? Is one, two, three, four, five, six, is six figures too much to unbox in one stream? I kind of want to make sure that, because that way I feel like, am I bombarding the figure unboxings? Like, am I bombarding you guys with all that content in one stream? Is that a lot? Because I saw a couple people like dropping off. So I don't know if like, was it boring at a certain point, or like did it feel like there was too many figures being unboxed, or is it like, no, like you guys like having a lot of figures for me to unbox for you guys? Like, what are you guys, 4 to 5? Okay, okay. Because like, I don't want to like overwhelm you guys and you feel like, okay, this is actually too much. Like, I don't want it to be like that. So it just so happened that there was like I said, when I bring a 3-pack on, which I don't buy many 3-packs, so that kind of made that a lot. If I didn't have the 3-pack, I'd only have 1, 2, 3, 4. I only would have had 4. Actually, no, like one, yeah, one, no, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I would have had like 3 to unbox, because I probably would have done the other ones off camera. Or I probably would have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would have had 5, which isn't terrible, but I don't know. I had a fun time unboxing them, and I kind of enjoy unboxing these on stream than me, just doing normal chill stream where I'm just looking up random videos, and half the time no one's getting back to me on what videos people want to watch. So it's kind of like I have something, I just be like, oh, guys, choose which one you want me to unbox. And I figure we talk figures anyways on Chill Stream, so we might as well just unbox figures on Chill Stream instead of just trying to find videos to watch. Because some people's videos are like hours long in terms of like unboxings or like talking about certain figures. They're very, very long, and I want to talk to you guys, and I feel like it's I can talk and also show figures at the same time. So I figure this works better for chill streams, me unboxing figures, if you guys prefer like that. Because I'm only doing this because I think you guys like it, the whole unboxing figures here. But if you guys prefer the video method instead of the live stream method for the figures, I'll do that instead. So it's what do you guys prefer, honestly. It's whether you prefer, but I just want to say thank you for everybody coming in. Ultra Nerd, thank you for coming in here. Troy, thank you for coming in here. Jamiggy, thank you for coming in here. Bethany, I appreciate you coming in here. Thank you. Marvel, thank you for coming in here. Gamey, thank you for coming in. Terrell, thank you for coming in here. Who else? I think Roby was in here at one point. At least that's what I think. Oh, Jerry, of course, thank you for coming in here. I love it when you're able to stop in stream. It's been a minute, and when you stop in, I really, really appreciate it. Roby, you were in here. Thank you. I appreciate you. Josh, thank you for coming in. Crimzone, thank you for coming in. Everybody really came in and stopped in, and I appreciate everybody that stopped in. Even if it was for a little bit, I appreciate everybody stopping in. I really do. Love the live stream unboxing. Okay, yes, thank you. I appreciate it, Ultra Nerd. Like I said, guys, I want to hear like your like preferences for these streams. Like, if you guys like me unboxing figures, definitely let me know, because it lets me know that I should be doing more. If you guys don't like me unboxing so many figures or unboxing figures on stream, we'll cut it out and I'll just do video unboxings. Like, I definitely want to do what you guys prefer, because at the end of the day, I'm doing this for you guys, and I definitely don't want you guys not liking something and me feel like thinking you guys like it. So I definitely want to hear you guys' feedback. And I'm glad I let you know that I have a toy hunt, video coming up this, not this Saturday, not this Saturday coming up. I have it next Saturday. So expect that toy hunt stream, because I will be doing that. Or not stream, I meant video. Expect it next Saturday. I think that's the 5th, I believe, or the 4th. I don't know what day next Saturday is. Let me actually check that real quick. Yeah, it's the 5th. So expect a toy hunt video at my convention, dropping on the 5th. So expect it probably later in the day. I'll probably like put it together on iMovie and then drop it for you guys. But that is happening. I'm gonna try to remember to do that too, because I feel like this is I said to myself the only reason I'm gonna be going is to record me, looking for figures and doing all sorts of things and showing some figures off and doing all that. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be on Saturday. Of course, we're going to have another chill stream on Friday. If I get any, like I said, my Electro is supposed to come in. So hopefully, I think Troy said it's going to come in on Wednesday, I think he said. So expect me to unbox that probably on Friday's chill stream, along with me getting any other figures earlier this week. I have no clue if I am going to, but yeah, that might just be the only one on Friday is that Electro, unless I end up buying something online or doing whatever. But I'll keep you guys posted. But as always, guys, I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll catch you guys on the next chill stream, or I'll catch you guys on Daredevil Born Again, stream for the pre-show and after party spoiler discussion. That I'll catch you guys on Tuesday for episode 7. But as always, guys, I hope everybody has, like I said, a great day, a safe day. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.